The trophy stands tall just like the Eagle Artillery, and the land is covered in the ashes of defeated opponents. The survivors are getting the troops for one last time as the world stops turning until the first world champion emerges from the battlefield and the word of the dominance spread out to every single one of us. Welcome back, everyone. It's day 3, and the final battlefield is the Barclaycard Arena over here in Hamburg at ESL 1 for the Clash of Clans World Championship 2019. I'm René, and as you never should change a winning team, with me at the desk are Woody and CarbonFin.
Thank you, René. It's great to be here for the final matchup, the grand finals between MCES and Nova. It all comes down to this moment here.
Howdy y'all, and thanks very much for tuning in. We had thousands of clans compete. We had 8 qualifiers make it to this world stage, and now only 2 remain for this $1 million prize pool. We'll soon have our world champions, René.
We will definitely have a world champion, because that's why we're here and why we're at. And Sunday, day 3, and obviously we couldn't do all of this, or any of this, without the mastermind behind our operation, that is Judo Sloth.
Hi everyone, I will be your analyst. A momentous day for Clash of Clans, the 2 best teams battling on the big stage, but you will want to know how to start practicing what they do at home, so that's why after every match I will break it down for you on the telestrator. René?
Yeah, that's his job, and our job is actually just to witness. The legend will become the world champion, the first ever. We started with 8 teams. Then we have been down to 4, and now the last 2 remaining, and they all want to claim that trophy and the big prize pool.
Yes, MCS and Nova, they've been competing this whole weekend, and now finally, up until this moment, they've worked their way so much and have been practicing for it.
Amazing storylines for both of these teams. They came from behind as 2 of the later teams to qualify in this World Championship process, but having gone up against some of the other best in the world through some pretty close matches, as you can see on the screen here, they've now advanced to the finals today, a best-of-3 beatdown between MCES and Nova.
What a journey it was for both of those teams. Let's have a quick look back at the actual semifinals that we had. It was Tribe Gaming facing off MCES. It was the fight of the Titans, basically, because both teams had to be among the favorites for so many of the Clash of Clans community. Yeah,
MCS took out the #1 seed Tribe Gaming there, and after the war, we had a talk with them, and they said they used their best bases for that war because they really wanted to win, but now I'm going to be interested to see if they're going to be coming in with even better ones here.
Take a look at these replays. Tribe Gaming and MCES were tied up 15 to 15 stars with only 3 attacks left for both clans. But there was still time to pull ahead, and Tryhard was the guy to make it happen. A mass dragon attack soared through the skies to claim the first 3-star victory, and pushing off that lead, Irium followed up.
Yeah, Arium did a wonderful job there. Tryhard actually is so far perfect in this World Championships. Unbelievable, almost the MVP. He's gonna look to continue that streak here.
Yeah, MCS was our first team that reached the final. They only did one qualifier to get here, and then they went straight into the grand finale. Obviously, that is a big moment for them, not just for us, obviously for the players out there. So we sat down with MCS before they came into day 3.
Ce serait une sensation incroyable, être les premiers champions du monde. Ce serait un honneur, ce serait une fierté. Oui, Nova est une équipe très solide. On les connaît depuis pas mal de temps et on pense qu'on peut réussir à les battre à nouveau. Je pense que c'est notre capacité à nous adapter à tous les villages adverses. On a vraiment beaucoup de stratégies différentes, on a chacun nos spécialités et c'est grâce à ça qu'on va les battre. J'imaginais jamais gagner autant d'argent, donc j'ai pas vraiment d'idée, mais sûrement un beau voyage et pouvoir investir un peu.
MCES, the first finalist. They will go up against Nova, and that was a semifinal that was at least quite surprising to us, right?
Yes, MCS and Nova actually, back when MCS qualified, they played one another back then, and MCS won both those matches. So I'm going to be curious to see what if Nova can get this one, and we're jumping in with XC's replay coming in with the triple to help Nova get to this moment, and the Hog Riders was really strong to help get that 3-star in this one.
Nova was behind 10-11 against Team Queso in the pre-round, but on the main stage, they had an awesome performance, scoring multiple 3-star finishes to pull back ahead and become your finalists here today.
And Team Queso proved in the quarterfinals they can turn around a game on the very last attack, but it wasn't enough against Nova, which brings us to our grand finale, which is MCS against Nova. We wanted to pick someone yesterday already. It's like, hey, who's gonna win? And none of us knew, so we'll obviously find out more today about the upcoming world champion. But we also sat down with Nova before sending them into the grand final.
如果我们成为部落冲突的世界冠军，我们会很荣幸。这次对战 MCES， 我觉得我们这次的准备更充分了。我们的阵型和进攻都会比上一次会好很多。如果我们赢得冠军，我想我们应该会找个地方去度假旅游一下。我觉得我们之间的默契、打法还有阵型都挺好的。
These two teams faced in the qualifiers. Previously, you said that already, CarbonFin, and back then it was MCS taking the win. Will we see a replay of that?
I think we will here. MCS was really strong, but it could come down to Nova coming because they have 2 new players to the team here in the World Championship. So Nova's looking to turn that tide.
We saw 2 really amazing upset matches yesterday. The semifinals had the top seed lose in both cases, so anything can happen today. I think Nova has been playing really well on the live stage, has really impressed a lot of the pro players here who didn't expect them to get such huge margins of victory in the quarterfinals and then defeat such an amazing clan like Team Queso yesterday.
Everything can happen in the World Championship. That's basically the slogan here that we had across the previous 7 months when we were waiting for this final moment. The big moment for the Clash of Clans world. The stage is ready. Here is the grand final.
Just 2 teams remain in the running for the ultimate prize in Clash of Clans after sending their opponents home in the action-packed semi-finals. The French roster MCES and Chinese team Nova. Hugo Stiglitz. René. Tryhard, AM, and Synthé. LP, Juan, XC, UZP, and Wei. These 2 teams have won every single battle they have faced so far. But who will win the war and make history here at ESL One Hamburg by raising that trophy and being the first ever Clash of Clans World Champions? Are we ready, Hamburg? I want to see who you're supporting here today. Are we saying Nova's gonna win? What about MCES? Okay. I need to test the whole room now because we can't get started until I see every single one of you on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we get this grand final underway? All right, let's do it.
We have Nova taking on MCES here in the grand finals, best of 3 match. Woody, we could have not asked for anything better than this.
2 huge names in esports are now going to find out which team is better. They'll share the story with the whole world, and we'll keep saying their name for the next year at least as the Clash of Clans World Champions from 2019. MCES and Nova, East and West, the newcomers and the old guard. Which team is gonna come out on top and win that huge prize?
We're gonna be having to take a look. This is a history moment right here. The first Clash of Clans World Championship. And MCES and Nova are gonna be competing. Who will be able to take it? Who's gonna be able to take those risks, go for those 3 stars to kick it off? Because we know this is going to be a hard-fought war. I wonder what type of base designs are they saving for this war here? Because it is the best of 3. We're gonna be jumping into YoziP's attack with the Queen Charge Hog Riders.
I gotta say, if you're the Nova strategists, you gotta assume that MCES will put up at least 12 stars, and it's not even safe to assume they'll just get 13. This team has been able to get attacks together against bases like you've never seen before. Super innovative team and highly consistent in their performance. YoziP for Nova is gonna be the first up. He's using a big old Hog Rider army, sending in those heroes early on, but he'll be using a Queen Charge to go after that Town Hall first and foremost.
He used the King there to set the initial funnel, wants to charge this Queen into the Town Hall, drops the test wall breaker. Gonna see if he's gonna open up this first compartment here to let that Queen get access to the Town Hall. Does the walls open? It does. Now the Queen can be able to grab that and then be able to get tons of value through the back end. We have to focus on the enemy Queen. He has his spotter over his shoulder right now.
A 1-star hit would mean defeat, and Nova is going to do everything they can to prevent that sort of disaster. They'll earn their first star by taking down the Town Hall. The second star comes from reaching 50% overall damage, and of course that coveted 3rd star from the 100% destruction.
Now the Queen is going to be able to get through this Lava Hound. No real defenses on her other than that one Expo, because it is set on ground. Now the Queen's going to be charging in here. We got to keep our eye on the time. Just under 1 minute, 35 seconds left in this raid. Drops another rage, has to keep the Queen alive, pops her ability. He's going to be charging her into the core of the space, and then the Hog Riders are coming from the right side, getting towards this Eagle artillery really quickly.
A risky play to use that Queen ability so early, but it does ensure that the enemy Queen goes down, and it frees up YoziP to focus entirely on his Hog Riders. He uses a really early Grand Warden Eternal Tome as well to protect all the Hog Riders within that aura. He's going to keep them safe with heal spells, freeze spells, rages up the Queen again to try to get her onto that left side multi-target Inferno. Super important to take out those splash damage defensive structures to keep your Hogs healthy as they make their way through the backside of the space. It seems 3 stars is quite likely, Carbon.
Yeah, he's charging, and the Queen is still alive here with the healers going up. The Hogs are moving through. No more spells at this point. But is he going to be able to overwhelm it? The Queen's going to help take out this multi-target Inferno. There is this bomb tower here. We got about 40 seconds left in the raid. Does he have enough cleanup here, Woody?
No! Massive destruction just when it seemed like 3 stars was guaranteed. A giant bomb goes off on a big pack of Hogs, and right as soon as they take down a bomb tower, another massive explosion. YoziP so close, walking the razor's edge toward 3 stars, finds his feet a bit faulty and slips off into the 2-star range. A high percentage though, we're above 86% now, 87, 88. Grab a few more buildings, because if it comes down to stars, the overall damage will be the tiebreaker between these 2 clans.
Yeah, 2-star, 91% right there to kick off this grand final for Nova. Beautiful defense, and MCS is glad that it did not get that triple right there, because to kick that off would have been huge. Oh, now we're gonna have to see, can MCS answer the call? And Hugo Stiglitz is gonna be looking to come in at an average of 93% destruction. Can he answer the call for MCES?
Hugo Stiglitz is one of the base builders for MCES, and that is one of the main reasons why they've made it here to the grand finals. They have had the fewest stars scored against them by any team here in the World Championship, and you just saw why. Those bases are insanely difficult to crack, but if you are a great base builder, you're often gonna have a lot of great attacking skills along with it. If you can build a puzzle, you can certainly tear it apart. Let's see if Hugo Stiglitz can do it here and now with Lava Hound and Balloons, one of the most popular aerial assault combinations in the game.
Hugo is looking to charge into this bottom section to take out that enemy queen. The clan castle is all the way near that town hall toward the top side of the base here. This ice golem hopefully can help protect this queen as she is charging into the core of this base, and then gonna have some back end Lalo coming around. We have to keep our eye on which way he's gonna fly. It looks like from the left side here, but we have to keep our eye on what is going to come out of this clan castle. Hopefully it's a Lava Hound so that it doesn't start fighting, but this Lava Hound looks like it's going to the wrong direction, to the right side there, Woody.
Oh no, a little bit of a misplace there in the Lava Hound, and it's going to go down without protecting any balloons whatsoever. Triggers a couple of skeleton traps,
Oh, a
and
dragon!
a sinking air mine, and a dragon in the CC also.
Oh my goodness.
What does that mean?
The dragon is going to be able to just fire upon all these troops here, but the town hall is on the top side. There doesn't look like there's any balloons going there, but he does still have the stone slammer to at least lock up the 2-star.
This is a nightmare for MCES.
Oh no, the dragon is still alive, hitting all these troops in the core. He drops the freeze for the multi-target Inferno. Some balloons are flying toward this town hall, but at least he saved that stone slammer to save up for that 2-star, because that could have been devastating if he missed that town hall.
Have to get every single star that you possibly can here. It often comes down to the very last attack, so making sure to grab that town hall with the stone slammer. Hugo Stiglitz is going to find his 2-star here, but so far behind in overall damage percentage, it means that MCES could face a very difficult uphill battle if they can't find a 3-star hit sometime soon.
Yeah, these are just the first 2 attacks. We have 5 attacks from each side here, and whoever has the most stars will get the win for game 1, because it is a best of 3. But look at how far these balloons were able to make it through this back end here. That dragon is still alive with about 40 seconds left. Imagine that hound did not go to the right side of the base. It would have been able to tank a little bit longer. But unfortunately, that looking like trying to approach an 80%. It finishes off right there at 2-star, 77%.
The first attacks for both teams are in the books, and there's a small difference already with Nova taking 91% in their very first attack, but 4 to come for both, so everything is still open.
A risky play, and every single tile of placement is super important for those precision attacks. You gotta hand it to him though, you're not going to get those 3 stars without making those moonshot plays. Fortune favors the bold, and hey, you can't catch fish if you're afraid of wet feet. He jumped into that lake feet first, dove in, and unfortunately bonked his head, but still, MCES and Nova are both in it and have a chance to pull ahead with the first 3-star.
Now we have LP coming in with a small little Warden walk into a P.E.K.K.A. smash. He's looking to have this Grand Warden be able to reach over the wall and grab that multi-target Inferno, and hopefully then walk to the right and jump towards that Town Hall. Need to be able to lock it up, because that jump spell can give the troops access to the whole core of this base. So he has to be very patient here and make sure that the Grand Warden gets the value before dropping the rest of his troops.
That's right, Carbon. More often you see the Queen as the main charging hero in these attacks, but this time LP has chosen to use this Grand Warden because he has such long range. Now, unfortunately for him, he's taken quite a bit of damage from this Tesla farm out on the outside, forcing out a rage spell here that he might not have intended to use this early. Still, LP is going to be able to nab that multi-target Inferno out in from the left side. It's one of the key targets you have to focus on, especially if you have a big army like LP does. He's brought 8 bowlers, and he'll need to keep almost all of them alive if he wants to get enough splash damage to make his way through this base.
Looks like he dropped the P.E.K.K.A.s and boulders just a half second early there and did not take that bomb tower out, so that might affect some of the stuff, but he has the queen moving over to the right side, staying away from the core, which is actually really nice, so she doesn't get stuck on that Lava Hound. Pops the Grand Warrior Internal Tome. They have to be able to get to this Town Hall. It does activate, drops a rage on the queen to keep her alive. There's so much stuff going on in the core of this base. He's staying focused to try to get it through and still has it back end Stone Slammer.
P.E.K.K.A. smash is a super heavy-handed hit, but LP's P.E.K.K.A.s were a little bit behind those bowlers early on. I think he lost 2 or 3 of them to some point defense structures right off the bat. Still, LP is going to come out swinging. The P.E.K.K.A.s don't have any more jump spells to get them over these walls, so they're going to have to chop their way through. Stone Slammer coming in to support on the back end. We still have a couple of healers, but that Grand Warden has now gone down, and the Life Aura is no longer protecting these P.E.K.K.A.s. That means that they are not long for this world. With less than a minute for cleanup, LP is just trying to get as much percentage as he can. It's going to be super close. Will Nova still hold their lead over MCES?
The Stone Slammer is actually opening up the walls for the P.E.K.K.A.s to walk through and help grab some more percentage, but the queen is still on the outside. She still has her royal ability to grab as much buildings as possible to help with the percentage, but they're looking to try to get as much as it's going up. Some air skellies pop up with the Lava Hound still going to move over to the queen, burns her ability with just under 25 seconds left in the raid. He's trying to grab as much percentages at this point, but unfortunately this will not get the 3 here.
Distracted by that Lava Hound, this queen is not going to be able to pursue many more buildings. She does have that ability and is going to pop it, giving those archers a little bit more firepower to try to take them down and maybe get one more structure on the outside. But LP has still a lot of firepower left, but no time left to use it, Carbon.
Yeah, finishes it off at an 83% 2-star right there with the P.E.K.K.A. smash. It was a great attack. Now, MCES is going to try to answer the call. Can Arium, it looks like he might be the next, no, Linade. Average destruction percentage at 98%. He's going to be looking to come in. The last time MCES took on Nova was in the semifinals back in July when they qualified, and Linade did get a 3-star in that match with Queen Charge Hogs. Is that what he's coming in with? No, he's gonna switch it up. Looks like he has a clone spell in this army, and then he can fly around with the Electron.
Linade found 3 stars out of his 7 wars in the qualifier and picked up another triple against the Queen Walkers in the quarterfinals here. Now he's coming back with another air assault. It's that Lava Hound balloon combo you love so much, but this time it's going to be a hero dive. No healers to protect that Archer Queen or the Grand Warden. We do have a jump spell to try to get them a little bit further into the base. The key targets you want to get with a dive like this are going to be that Eagle Artillery and the Archer Queen. If you can nab an air defense or a multi-target Inferno, the more the merrier.
Yeah, the queen is now going to be moving her way in because he does actually have a jump spell. Wants the queen to get potentially 2 multi-target Infernos, get a ton of value. Uses the balloon over near this Archer Tower to try to help the Ice Golem take it down, but the queen's going to have to burn her ability pretty quick. There it is.
Oh no, she's going right.
Just gets it off, but that multi-target Inferno is still up on the left side. Can she take out the queen? And she does right there.
Takes out the enemy queen and gets the CC pulled out. That's going to give Linade an opportunity to drag those troops to the outside edge. It's a lot easier to kill those archers when they're, you know, not sitting there right in the smack dab middle of the base. Unfortunately for him, though, he's got a little bit of a split on these CC troops, and the Lava Hound went to the bottom corner. I'm not really sure where it's at. I think he's been able to keep it away from the rest of the raid. That'll ensure that none of his troops are going to focus on that and instead can fire down on those buildings.
Yeah, he's flying through here. Needs to get this Town Hall to activate. It does from the pup here, but where is this Grand Warden? Hopefully he can fly in quick enough. The E-Dragon comes out of the clan castle, clones it up.
Whoa!
Look at that clone spell. Look at, he's going right through this E-Dragon. He can provide some nice tanking and actually some chain value lightning. The balloons are coming through the back end. Is he going to have enough here, Woody, to make it through?
Needs to take down these multi-target Infernos. He's coming ever so close. Drops a couple of bombs, but those towers still stand. The Eye of Sauron heating up and burning these buildings down. Can it happen? Linade trying to get this E-Drag on the last line of defense. That multi-target Inferno is the only thing left, Carbon.
Chained it. He's going to go through it. The Grand Warden takes it down with 51 seconds left on the board. He has the balloons on the top side. Minions and pumps with the cleanup. It looks like Linade is going to be kicking it off to get the
magnificent clone spell into rage, stacking firepower and destruction, conflagration spreading through the space. Plenty of time left and so many troops. You see here and now why René is one of the stars of the MCES team, pulling ahead of Nova Esports with that clutch triple.
What a strike coming off the French team, and now it is up to Nova to answer to that if they want to stay in the first match of the series.
Getting that 3-star right there is huge. It gives them such an advantage. Remember, since it is a best of 3, you just have to win the wars. You don't add all the stars up together. So you're focused on each war individually, one at a time. But with René coming in with that Electron, beautifully coming through and finishing that one off, what an attack, Woody.
Every hit from every one of these players is designed to get a 3-star, but it's so hard to actually make it happen when it counts the most against some of the most trickily designed bases in the whole world. Now with Nova down by 1 star, those 3-star strategies that they've built against their enemies need to be put into perfect execution, need to find a way to even things up. If MCES can hold on to that lead and maybe grab another triple later on, that's going to give them a great standing in this best of 3.
XC for Nova is looking to come in and answer. He did triple in the last war in the semifinals, and can he get another one here in the grand finals? Using the Queen Walk Dragon attack strategy, the King's gonna be funneled all the way down to the bottom side of this base, and then deploying the healers with this Queen. Keep your eye on this jump spell to get the Queen into the core of this base towards this multi. Needs to create a runway for the Dragons between these heroes so that he can fly right through. But look at these Hogs. Gonna help not only try to take out the air defense, but maybe pull the clan castle a little bit early if he can.
You'll remember from yesterday that XC's P.E.K.K.A. smash into mass Hog Riders was the come-from-behind win that got Nova over the top of Team Queso. Can XC pull off that same exact trick twice in one weekend?
Had to already pop that Queen ability right there, so he won't have it on the back end. Has to deal with these archers right now. The Lava Hound is going over to this King, so it's going to slow this Queen down quite a bit if it moves back over there. And then the Dragons have yet to be deployed. Drops the Rage, needs to focus on this enemy Queen, and here come the Dragons. And keep your eye on this Grand Warden, need his ability near the Town Hall, and then he's going to fly through with the Stone Slammer here, Woody.
Lost his Archer Queen, though, and in the exchange, the enemy Archer Queen survived. That's going to be a lot of defensive damage that Hugo Stiglitz can rely on, trying to repel these massive invaders. Soaring in from the top, these Dragons have actually spread out, and that might not be to XC's benefit. He really wants to concentrate this firepower, especially because the Dragons go so slowly. Now, he does have a couple of multi-target Infernos to worry about on the back end, but that Eagle Artillery is going down very shortly. That means that that air defense on the top corner is the key structure he has to worry about.
Yeah, the air defense at the very top is going to be firing on these Dragons as he approaches. One Dragon on the left did take out the Lava Hound, dropped the poison to clear the pups, but unfortunately, a lot of the Dragons moved off to the right, and the Queen died in the core of the base and was not able to help take out the whole core and keep the Dragons inside the base there. Hey, trying to grab as much percent. 74 might be able to grab a little bit more here, but Nova needs to answer the call that MCES just did with that 3-star.
An unconventional setup sometimes pays off with those big, juicy 3-star hits, but XC is going to be left wanting a bit more out of this attack. He'll still have another chance to go up. Of course, this is the best of 3, so we've got another war coming up after this, but will it be going into a tiebreaker match? It's up to Nova to try to pull from behind now. They're only a little bit behind in percentage, so if they can manage to get a 3-star on the board, they could still win by percentage. MCES rarely loses by percentage, though, and so you really got to hope, if you're Nova, to put another couple of 3-stars up with their only 2 remaining attacks.
Yeah, every percentage point matters there. Finishing it off with the 83% 2-star, but it's now, will MCES take a little bit more risk to try to advance their lead and get another triple. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Try Hard has yet to fail here in the World Championships. If anyone is going to step up and give them another 3-star, it's going to be him. And he's looking to go perfect so far this weekend.
4 wars and 4 triples. Try Hard is the MVP of the entire competition. That's a lot of pressure and a big name to live up to, but I think he might have it here. He's got 4 P.E.K.K.A.s and 12 bowlers, a big smash attack with some healers to boost up this Grand Warden for the early walk. He really wants to take down that multi-target Inferno early on, but unfortunately for him, a Tesla has popped up and is attacking one of his healers. That's going to force out the balloon to get the drop on that. Getting pushed by that air sweeper, though, it looks like it's taken a long time to finish off that Tesla, and one healer's almost dead already.
What a smart play, using those goblins to help that Grand Warden get through the storages even quicker, because he does not want to run into a time fail issue here. Now the Grand Warden can work on the multi-target Inferno here and then move to the right, where he's going to set the funnel with the P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers, and then jumping over into the core, getting to that enemy queen. He's going to be pushing his way in. He's waiting for this air defense maybe to get down a little bit early. The Warden now transfers off since he is a support hero. Once he has enough units by him, he will then ignore and help follow them. There is the rage. He has to get this Grand Warden priority off. He does to protect the balloons, but now the queen is going to get stuck out in this lava hound that came out of the clan castle.
You saw his fingers gliding over that device just like an expert pianist. He has got speed, he's got dexterity, and now he's making his way into the core of the base. Try Hard from MCES backing it up with another free spell and a haste to add on to this push. His Stone Slammer in reserve to pivot onto the back end. Here it comes in on the bottom side. He still has most of that big P.E.K.K.A. army kind of cruising along to the bottom left side of the base, but there's still so many walls to have to crack through, CarbonFin.
Look at this. He still has a lot to get through, but that Stone Slammer is healthy. He has a P.E.K.K.A. on the outside. Queen has her Royal Cloak, can take this jump spell, can be able to reach over the wall to grab all this with another freeze and a haste. This is looking really good for Try Hard. Can he go perfect so far and give MCS another 3-star?
Cheers from the audience as they think it's quite likely the last haste spell goes down. One more free spell to send in to protect these balloons. They're on a tear, speeding through this base like Speed Racer. Vavoom, he's going for 3 stars, CarbonFin. The pull ahead will bring them up to an 8-star total. Nearly impossible for Nova to catch up to.
Try Hard is playing like the MVP he is. Right there, has yet to fail here and helping MCS get another star, or actually another triple on the board. They have that advantage over Nova. Try Hard, unbelievable. This man cannot fail.
You can tell by the noise of the boys out back again when it comes to MCES here. A perfect attack once again for Try Hard, and all that pressure onto Nova early on here in the grand finale. Can they actually launch a comeback from that?
So much French pride in the audience as they feel convinced that this first war is in the bag. MCES with back-to-back triples now have the upper hand, and it's a dominating one in fact.
Unbelievable. The Queen was able to help charge in behind everything, and she took that back end jump to help clear those defenses for that Stone Slammer to help finish off that base. Unbelievable. That is why MCES deserves to be here and shows everybody why. But now, Juan of Nova needs to answer the call because they are down 2 triples.
Juan is one of the best players on this Nova roster. In fact, he was selected from among the European audience. This Nova team was originally an entirely Chinese-based team, Nova Maldo. They selected Juan and LP to bolster that support. And Juan actually was able to pick up 3 3-stars, or actually scratch that, 4 3-stars out of the 6 wars they fought in the qualifiers. He fought very hard against Vatang, and on the main stage picked up a 3-star there as well. So if Nova is going to remain in the fight here, they need back-to-back 3-stars here and now from Juan and Wei. Let's see if he can get it done with this Hog Rider army.
Yeah, the Grand Warden is going to be used to help set the funnel and clear a bunch of these defenses here on the outside. King's going to go towards the top, but is there enough units to pull this Grand Warden? It looks like it does. Now, here comes the bowlers to charge in. Keep your eye on the rage, the jump over the Town Hall. He needs to pop it. Can he protect him over this Town Hall, Woody?
getting awfully close and taking a ton of firepower from that Eagle. It's still far deep inside the base and going to be difficult to reach. He uses that Eternal Tome to protect the troops as they're coming out. The CC starts to soar high, but the Archer Queen is going to be distracted by them now. Take a look over the shoulder of the players as you can see them tapping furiously, trying to make sure that these troops can survive the path into the base. 3 big multi-target Infernos in separate compartments, each of their own on the top side, are going to be very difficult to take down for Juan, but he's got a plan and he's got a hope and a dream still left in his heart.
He still has 2 heals with Hog Riders and a Stone Slammer. The Queen staying up with her ability is going to be huge here through this back end multi-target Inferno section. Here comes the Hogs. Got to make sure he gets these heals, but now the Grand Warden is going to actually come help with these Hogs. Going to give him a buff in HP as they're moving around. Drops this heal into this next section, but he's going to try to keep them alive and looking to get that first 3-star for Nova.
Mega Smash into Hog Riders was the exact same attack that XC used against Team Queso in the semis to earn that win. Juan is trying to mimic his teammate now and get that last bit of defensive line destroyed. Those Hogs are looking mighty healthy, but Spring Traps are still jettisoning them off the map. A giant bomb explodes. The bomb tower goes down and knocks a few more. Another giant bomb explodes. Those Hogs barely have any health left. It looks like there's just 1 or 2. The Archer Tower is going to finish it off. The mortar can no longer fire on Hogs. That's going to be it. 3 stars. If only he can clean up in time.
Yeah, now he's got about 30 seconds left in the raid. Can the Queen help clear this with a Wizard on the top side? It's going to come down to time. This Hog's going to try to move its way through. Now the Queen's going to have to go through this wall with just under 20 seconds. I don't know if he thinks he's going to get it. It's going to come down to time here, Woody.
It looks super difficult to crack through that max level wall. Juan is so close to the 3 stars, but only 6 seconds remain, and a massive line of buildings are still standing. Juan came closer than any other Nova player, but the 3 stars are still out of reach. MCES in a dominant lead.
Juan coming through with the 2-star, 95%. Unfortunately, came down to clean up, and that was on Tryhard's base, and he has yet to fail. It's unbelievable. Now, Arium wants to answer for MCS and give them even another 3-star. Can he do it? Back in the qualifiers in July, Arium hit way and got the 3-star with Queen Charge Hogs. It's going to be interesting what he's going to do. Hog Riders is one of MCS's favorite attack strategies in the game.
The only way for Nova to pick up a win at this point would be a huge attack fail by MCES. We've never seen something like that before, and so don't expect anytime soon for MCES to 1-star. Arium is coming back in with Lava Hound and Balloons now. Another aerial combo and supporting it with a Queen Charge from the bottom corner to begin with. He's going to try to make his way past this outside wall that's not connected to the rest of the structure. That'll give him a little bit of a poking room to get at that enemy Archer Queen, and maybe he can even go after that Eagle Artillery afterwards.
Unfortunately, that Archer Tower picked off one of the healers there, so he's going to have to move around with 1 less healer. The Queen is going through, dropping the balloon to test for Seeking Air Mines, because if he loses any more of these healers, it's going to be such a hard charge through the core of the space to keep that Queen alive to get the value he needs for the back end Lalo, because this King now can clear the whole top storages while this Queen just follows this wall wrecker into the core. But there's a rage. He has to keep this Queen alive. Might have to pop her Royal Cloak. This one's going to be close with the enemy Queen. Drops a freeze, but no! He loses her!
Archer Queen goes down! Giant bomb exploding right when Arium needed to keep her alive the most. And it seems that 3 stars are now going to be too far for him to reach. LP's defenses have held up on the bottom side of the space, and this Laloon is going to be in a bad spot soon with an Archer Queen and that Eagle Artillery still up in the core.
A defending dragon is the worst thing to come out here with only the 1 poison. Now you're just going to try to avoid it, pull it to the corner, and then Lalo and finish. At least help grab that Town Hall to secure the 2 stars. Uses that early rage to help take down the multi-target Inferno. He's not going to be worried about this Queen because that is not his top priority at this point. It is that Town Hall. Needs to get that 2-star, freezing it as he's flying through, keeping an eye on his Grand Warden. Hopefully he doesn't pull any Seeking Air Mines as he's flying through. The Grand Warden should be able to get his ability off, and the Town Hall should be secured and at least locks up that 2-star for MCES.
There it is. Still with 2 multi-target Infernos and an air defense on the backside. These balloons are not going to be able to stand up much longer. Uses some more minions that he brought to get some cleanup along the outer edge of the base, and that should get him beyond that 70% mark. But with a dragon soaring in the skies, hunting down every single troop that Arium deploys, it seems like it's not going to be much longer until this attack is over.
Yeah, we're seeing some dragons in the defending clan castles. I wonder if that's because they know that MCS love to do the Sui Mass Hogs, but there it is, a 70% 2-star for Arium.
Weakest attack so far from MCS, but with having two triples already, it's obviously a lead they can play with here in game one. One last remaining attack, though, for Nova.
It's still so impressive whenever you see a disaster like we saw in that Queen Charge attack. Oftentimes, for a less experienced player, that could be the end of the raid. You might not even be able to pull off the 2-star at that point. But someone like Arium can adapt so quickly on the fly. He's got a plan A, he's got a plan B, C. I don't know, it might go all the way to Z, CarbonFin.
It goes all the way to the T for the Town Hall to grab that one there as he's flying around, at least lock it up. So very nice job securing the 2, because that is exactly what you need to do in these situations if they don't go according to plan. But now Wei, the captain, the MVP of Nova, can he come through and get a triple on Linade using the Grand Warden Walk? We're seeing so many styles of this attack here with the Warden on the outside to be able to snipe and set funnels, and then he's just going to Sui the Queen towards the outside here, reach over the wall, pops her ability, grabs the bomb tower, the cannon, clearing a nice funnel here, and once he drops, looks like these handful of bowlers, then he has a back end Lalo into this raid.
The 22-year-old captain of this Nova Mao Do team has tripled on both of his appearances on the stage versus Vatang and Team Queso. We have not yet seen Wei fail. Let's give him another shot now and see if he can keep Nova in the race. If they 3-star here, they would just have to hope and pray that MCES gets a 1-star afterwards. But take a look at that percentage. Despite the fact that MCES has picked up 2 triples, Nova is still ahead on overall damage.
Yeah, unbelievable, as he's now trying to help charge in here with this Grand Warden towards the top side. P.E.K.K.A.s are coming down, moving in. I think that is also the King up there as well to help support these bowlers as he pushes through. There's gonna be a rage in here. Out comes a dragon, but unfortunately these guys cannot take the dragon down, but drops a wizard there to help hopefully lock onto this dragon and take it down. Needs to pop this Grand Warden Eternal Tome to help take it out. He's gonna pop it there. The Town Hall is still up and he's trying to take it down here. It's gonna be close here, and finally he locks up and grabs that right there.
Great spotting. That additional air splash damage gave Wei the advantage he needed to pulverize those defending troops. He's still making his way through the space, but that multi-target Inferno is burning up. Both of them are engaging the attacking bowlers now, and with a backside push, he's gonna try to get that last bit of oomph he needs over the line.
Yeah, he's flying through the bottom side here with the balloons, and a Stone Slammer freezes this multi-target Inferno, has one more haste here. But these bowlers are staying alive, and the P.E.K.K.A.s in the core with these healers. About 45 seconds left in this raid. Does he have the cleanup on the outside to help finish this off? Look at all these balloons, Woody. He's looking pretty good.
They say haste makes waste, but in this case, haste makes a 3-star strike. Wei coming so close and almost about to finish this off now. 30 seconds left, and the cleanup shouldn't be too tough for him. He does lose a few more of these balloons to that tornado trap out on the left side. We're not in Kansas anymore, but we are in 3-star land.
He's looking to just about 20 seconds left in this raid. P.E.K.K.A.s are moving down south. Can he finish off this final building for 99? And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Wei gets the 3-star for Nova.
With a hope and a prayer, Wei will keep Nova in the action. This match number 1 is not over quite yet. The triple at the very last minute with the P.E.K.K.A. smash into balloons on the last side was another really innovative strategy from Wei. Take another look at the replay as he charges into the core of the space, taking fire from Expos, multi-target Infernos, Eagle Artillery's raining down on them, but still they stand.
Yeah, he was able to come through in that back end balloons, and the Lava Hound helped Tank to take out the backside of the defenses. Beautiful job at taking that base apart. And now we have Sinti, the closer. He's coming in with a 98% average destruction. Can he get a 3-star? He's done it in the qualifiers versus Nova when they played back in July. He got the 3-star with Sui Mass Hogs, and it looks like he might be hitting Juan, his base, but can MCS close it off here to lock it up and get that first game 1 victory?
You're right about about that, CarbonFin. Cynthia is a closer, and he's about to slam the door on Nova. Just 2 stars is all he needs for the walk-away victory in this first of the best-of-3 match. We're still waiting to see how he's going to deploy this army. It's going to be entirely air-based, though. 1 Lava Hound, interestingly, to support these Electro Dragons.
Yeah, he's using the Baby Dragon up top, but luckily he didn't find any sinking air mines, so it's getting a ton of value here. Sensing wall breakers to break open the wall, but unfortunately, the King pulls out a Lava Hound here, and he's looking for this Queen to grab this Town Hall, but not stall up on this Hound. Hopefully he can take and pop this Queen ability early. It's moving over to the right. Here we go. Let's keep our eye on the Queen. Pops her ability. The Town Hall's about to go down, and then here comes the mass E-Dragons.
Soaring in from the top left side of this map, those Electro Dragons earn massive splash damage with that chain lightning. If those buildings are too close together, it's going to be zip zap, and they're down. Electro Dragons also drop a lightning spell on their death, so they won't even quit until the fight is over. Cynthia is pushing this top left side, but finding a bit of resistance from that Lava Hound, uses that Eternal Tome to protect the E-Drags and that Archer Queen to keep that damage high as he finds his way across the multi-target Infernos, across this Eagle Artillery. He's facing a lot of resistance in this base, CarbonFin.
He's pushing his way through. There was 2 ground expos there that will not do anything to the E-Dragons. They're gonna take out this Eagle Artillery. We have a back end. There's the air defense right there. And the enemy Queen is shooting these E-Dragons down quickly, but he does lock up that 2-star right there, which means it's going to be giving MCES the victory here in game number 1 in the grand finals.
A 12-1 victory. Not too many 3-stars that we might have expected. All right, 12-11, you're right. Not quite as many 3-stars as we might have expected. I think that it's the base building and, you know, the defensive expertise of MCES that kept them ahead here. Nova really struggling to find that 3-star until the very last attack there from Wei. Doesn't bode well for them in the second round of this best-of-3, but we've seen them come back from more difficult odds. They were behind against Team Queso in the semis, and they still won that. They've been behind in many wars before and then come back with overwhelming force. Let's not count them out, but for now, the day belongs to MCES.
MCES coming away with the victory in game number 1. It is a best-of-3, so Nova has a chance to answer the call to force a game 3. Can Nova do it? They've been in the situation before, and I believe Nova definitely has what it takes to get this one done as well, to try to make the comeback.
It's almost really difficult to believe that MCES can be so far behind on the percentage game. It looks like even if they had tripled in this one, they still would have been 10 percentage points behind Nova. So if you really want, whoa, the numbers jumped up real quick there.
MCES up by 1 as they start the grand final in remarkable fashion here on our live stage at ESL 1 Hamburg. 2 triples leading their way to winning that first round here against Nova. Nova, they need to create that comeback strategy.
Yeah, Nova's gonna have to make a comeback here. I wonder if they're going to end up changing their attack strategy, if they're gonna be a little bit more risky, knowing that they are down in a game and trying to win for game number 2. It's all gonna come down to this one for Nova to try to force a game 3.
You heard that MCES had used their best bases in the semifinals yesterday against Tri, but I gotta say, those were some really difficult bases to crack. Nova was sending in their best forces, but still only 1 triple at the very end. Are you expecting to see more of those risky plays like we saw before, Carbon, or is this gonna be trying to dial it back and get those reliable 2-star high percentage hits and maybe win on the tiebreaker?
I think Nova's definitely gonna have to take the risky plays, and MCES is gonna have to respond to see what they're doing in game 2. I mean, if they're gonna go off for the 3-stars, if they can put the nail in the coffin, they definitely have the opportunity.
Quick break for the players, obviously, before we sent them off in the next war where everything counts for Nova, but we got Frankie ready at the sideline.
Thank you very much, René. I'm with Darren Vorlick. He is the Clash of Clans community manager. I know a few of you guys might recognize him. He's a bit of a popular one in the community, and for good reason as well. But first of all, I want to ask where the esports story for this game began.
So Clash of Clans has always been largely community driven. So what that means is we look at what the players want, what they're really enthusiastic about. And this path toward the World Finals started about almost 2 years ago when we wanted to put a competitive environment within Clash of Clans. But up until that point, most of the tournaments around the world have been community driven, where members of the community themselves have been hosting these tournaments from around the world. But there was no really official way to gauge how skilled a clan was on the world platform. So we released our Clan War League feature last year, which provided a global ranking system in Clash of Clans. And from that point forward, we noticed that the players were really enthusiastic about this feature, and over 40 million players around the world have been competing to see the final 10 people on this stage.
And how did you end up on this very stage at ESL One Hamburg? This is massive.
It is. So the partnership with ESL has been kind of a dream come true. We figure we would rely on ESL's expertise in esports while we can focus on the game rather than developing esports platform from the ground up. ESL's the experts in this field, so we're relying on them, and it's been a partnership made in heaven.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for having me personally with you, because this is incredible. It's such an honor to be part of it. But right now, I want to head over to a very honorable gentleman in the form of Judo, because he wants to break down one of those epic attacks.
Thank you, Frankie. MCES took the first round there. Beautiful planning and execution on their first 3-star, which I wanted to break down for you. Using the king initially to create that funnel, but what it also does is tank defenses so that we can bowler bounce the wizard tower here. Now that's always important when you plan on using a ranged troop to push into the base, such as the archer queen, because there is a chance that the buildings on the inside here can still then draw your queen outside. Doesn't happen in this one because the jump spell is used to force the queen in, and the idea was the 2 multi-target inferno towers. Whenever you have a lava loon attack, you want to create pathing and get value from the initial push. So here comes the archer queen. The offset use of the jump spell was to force the archer queen up to the top inferno and then down to the bottom one. Recognizes that the ice golem is tanking this bottom wizard tower, or the bottom archer tower, excuse me. So the balloon sneaks in, takes that out, and with the lava loon coming to the back end multi-inferno, able to pop that red air bomb there as well. We now have a beautiful pathing for the lava loon where we can come in from multiple angles, and I love that the electron is merged in within this. That is the stone slammer, which had the electro dragon in there as well, which was intended for the archer queen, got that value anyways. Whenever you do not need pathing from the electron, you can merge that in. Beautiful risks taken as well up to the top here. Nothing to activate the town hall, but since there are 2 air defense up there, knows that his lava hounds will pop. The lava pups can activate that, and as the balloons come down, they have that full force from each and every angle. It's really now just reinforcing with a couple of extra balloons here to try and push them onto the splash damage in the end there. So beautiful planning with the phases, beautiful execution, and beautiful adaptation as well. You need it all here in the finals, and that's why MCES took that one, and it is going to be interesting. Nova getting that 3-star towards the end. Can they make a comeback here, René?
That's what we tried to find out, and I have to say, MCES, they started this entire storyline of getting into grand final with eliminating Tribe Gaming, which was the #1 seed going into this tournament, which sent Tribe Gaming down to 3rd place match and started their losing series because they only ended up in 4th place, which is something that most people never thought about. And now they're even leading this series. Though I talked to the Baby Dragon, and he says that there's a comeback on the horizon.
Oh. I wonder if the Baby Dragon is right. I would love to see it, to be able to see it. A Game 3 is exactly what we want to see here on the final stage. I think it's possible, Woody.
Shout out to Team Queso as well, picking up that 3rd place finish in the bronze match off stage yesterday. But hey, Since the dawn of time, individuals have sought to become the best at something. And as Darian mentioned down there, we will finally have the best clan in all of Clash of Clans in just a few short minutes. Maybe one, maybe two wars separate us from being able to give that crown to the lucky and skillful 5 players on the stage now. And who's gonna get the big prize too? There's a lot of money to hand out.
Definitely is, and MCS is about to climb that trophy, but there's still Nova that wants to make it happen for themselves. Here it is, the game 2 of the Grand Finals.
Game 2 of the finals is here. MCES leading the charge 1-0 in the series. If MCES get this victory, they will be crowned the first ever Grand Final Clash of Clans World Champions. But Nova stands in their way. Can they stop MCES and answer the call? And can they force a Game 3?
Nova Esports has an amazing lineage in the esports realm. Of course, you know from last year, the Clash Royale World Finals saw the Nova team take the victory and claim that big crown. They want to do the exact same thing, and they've still got a chance to do it. Since Nova attacked first in the last war, it's going to be MCES up to bat to begin this round at number 2. Hugo Stiglitz is the guy with the plan. Let's see if he can get it into action and start them off on the right footing.
Hugo looking to come in with a queen charge. Lalo has plenty of wall breakers here to get this queen into the core of this base. Let's see if these healers can stay away from this multi-target Inferno range. Drops the freeze very nicely to help protect that queen. Does not want to pop that royal cloak unless it's absolutely necessary. You want to be able to pop it towards the end to keep that queen alive, potentially through all those expos and the enemy queen in the core.
Sends in the Barbarian King along the bottom left side to boost this funnel a bit more. That should get the Queen diving in a bit harder against this base. He's taken a lot of time with this early hero charge and is already past the 1 minute mark now. Going to send in some wall breakers to try to crack through these outer layers, but loses a few of them to that Giant Bomb. Still, he gets 1 layer down, but that's not what he was looking for, CarbonFin.
No, that Giant Bomb helped take out those wall breakers right there. But now the Queen's going to step up and grab this multi-target Inferno. He has a few more wall breakers there. Go in. Perfectly timed there. Can they open this wall here to get to the Queen? No, but she goes on the outside, and now the King takes the healers here into the core.
Well, can the King get it done? He's taken a ton of damage. I don't know. He's already burned his ability, so it looks like he's going to go down soon. Got to get those healers out of there as fast as you can and hope that there's some other way to finish off that Archer Queen. What are the tricks of the trade that he might be able to use to get her down? Do you think that he might have troops in that Stone Slammer that could get the job done?
No, more than likely, he probably just has balloons in the Stone Slammer, planning for that Queen to go towards the core to grab the enemy Queen there. But unfortunately, now he's got to change it on the fly. Has the Stone Slammer flying towards this Town Hall. Needs to get to 51% here to activate. Hopefully this Grand Warden does fly in to follow these balloons. Pops his Grand Warden Tornado Tome, but he pops it early. The Tornado Trap is spinning the balloons around, helping take out this Town Hall. Hopefully he can help grab it right there. He's flying in, and the Town Hall does go down, lock up the 2-star, but the Queen is still up in the core. At least she's under a poison to slow her down here, Woody.
The 2-star is secured, but Hugo Stiglitz facing down a mighty Archer Queen on defense. His balloons being pushed back time and again by that dastardly sweeper on the bottom left side. Another multi-target Inferno is going to be the nail in the coffin for this attack, as Hugo Stiglitz passing that 80% mark and improving on his previous hit, but not able to grab the 3-star.
Yeah, he's going to try to grab as much percentage at this point, but it's not going to go for a 3. That Queen walking on the complete outside of the base. Literally, the Queen and the King just switched positions, and the King went inside, took the healers, went down really quickly, and the Queen did not go into the core. That's what his plan was. So he had to adapt on the fly to grab the percentage, because that Queen staying up is devastating in the raid.
88% for Hugo Stiglitz. An impressive start here. That's going to give them a solid edge if they have a tiebreaker at the end, if we go down to percentage. Next up, though, it's going to be UZP from Nova. UZP picked up a 2-star, 91% with that Queen Charge Hog hit in the war number 1. He's been able to grab 3 stars on the stage before against Vatang. His big idea is the survival of the fittest, and he wants to prove here that he is the fittest member of this team. The 33-year-old member works at an electronics factory back home, and so he's got a lot of experience around, you know, devices, and I'm guessing that he's got a lot of training as well. He spent, what was it, 30 days in like a hardcore camp practicing Clash of Clans with the rest of this team leading up to this finals now.
The whole Nova team did practice in a boot camp, but MCS did a boot camp as well to practice for this event. And hopefully, let's see if this one of the attacks is going to help come in and get that 3 stars with the Queen Charge Hog Riders. King is setting a beautiful funnel on this left side, keeping these healers far away from this multi-target Inferno, but drops some balloons. Gonna use this rage spell, but the Queen does not look like she's going inside the core. She's just walking all the way around the top side. So hopefully he can set an additional funnel on the top that let the Queen loop back into the core, and then he's gonna have to adjust on the fly here.
Trying to give himself the upper hand with that Queen Charge. It turns out he's going to wind up flat-footed now. UZP still has another shot if this Queen chooses to, you know, sweep into the left side. I think that UZP is trying to create a funnel over here along the top side with that Baby Dragon, and it looks like it might just work. He's going to get that Queen dragged back a little bit further. Those CC troops are going to engage those healers and take a few pop shots out of them. And here we go. I think the Queen is finally going to make her way toward the Town Hall.
Watch out. He's going to have to freeze this Town Hall. Otherwise, these healers are going to be in range of it as she activates the Town Hall. There it is. The healers are getting hit. There's the freeze spell. Needs to take this Town Hall down before he loses the healers. Down goes the Town Hall beautifully there. Here comes the Stone Slammer with the Hog Riders at the top side. And he has to clear this Queen. There is a dragon, but oh no, there's a witch with skeletons that will slow this Queen down. But at least he didn't use that poison initially there so he could get through this clan castle. Pops the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. Needs to get through this middle of this base here. Can he do it, Woody?
Perfect timing with that Queen's Royal Cloak as well, keeping her alive, taking down that enemy dragon and the Archer Queen back to back. He's hammered through that Eagle Artillery, soaks a big giant bomb right next to that multi-target Inferno, and I don't know if the Hogs can get the job done. He's coming awfully close. Less than a minute left for the cleanup. He's gonna take down a bomb tower, a wizard tower. There's not much splash damage remaining. Can he finish off this last multi-target Inferno and sweep for the victory?
This is looking great for Nova. Gonna be a potential 3-star here with just over 30 seconds left in the raid. It's a matter of cleanup. Beautiful Queen Charge Hog Rider Attack, adapting on the fly when the Queen goes the wrong way toward the top. But that's exactly what these players can do. They are the pros for a reason, and he's able to convert that one for the first 3-star for Nova in the grand finals.
Is that the comeback they will need to get back into this series? A triple to start for Nova and MCS, only on 2 stars and 88%, but we just started here.
Whether the pitcher hits the stone or the stone hits the pitcher, it's bad for the pitcher. Sometimes things don't go according to plan, but you can smash it out anyways. Check out this replay as UZP expertly sends his Archer Queen in and keeps that spell support right on top of her. Popped that Royal Cloak ability a little bit late for my taste, but hey, he kept her alive, and that might have been the millisecond difference that kept her firing away at those crucial targets, even toward the end of the raid.
Those are the small things that matter that you love to see in breakdowns after the attack that you don't realize when so many things are happening live. But he was able to convert and get that 3-star. But now MCS René is looking to come in and answer the call. He did 3-star in game number 1. Can he 3-star right here? And he's coming in with almost the same attack strategy as before. It's going to be the Electron. He has a clone spell. He's going to try to fly in here using the King Descent as a kind of funneling, drops the wall breaker. Hopefully he doesn't do it too early. Lets the King run around, freezes the multi, lets the Queen go in and get this multi-target Inferno, get a ton of value here.
René sends in the Ice Golem to protect this Archer Queen over on the right side. Didn't bring any healers this time, so he really needs that tank out in front to block for her as long as possible. Of course, when that Ice Golem goes down, it's going to freeze all the defenses nearby and give her a lot of time to take out those crucial targets, the enemy Archer Queen and that multi-target Inferno. Unfortunately for him, though, a couple of skeletons coming out in front, kind of distracting this Archer Queen for a little while. She's going to use the ability right here. There, pops down the multi and is going to grab the Archer Queen right afterwards. Got the job done.
So now that the enemy Queen is down, he's still has a clone spell for the Lalo to fly around, so he can completely adapt and change it on the fly. Maybe wants to grab this.
Fly.
Right, exactly right. With the balloons going to be able to fly in. Well, if he's going to drop maybe a clone with the Rage and an E-Dragon coming out of this to take out this Eagle Artillery really quickly, but unless this Tesla pulls everything down south here, he's going to be flying around, but there's a dragon inside of that clan castle. He's gonna have the dragon help clear the archers that come out, drops the poison, but this Grand Warden is flying all the way from the bottom side, moving his way to the town hall, still has a couple freezes and haste spells, Woody.
That Lava Hound came in real slow, but the balloons are gonna float on already. They're all right. We're gonna get a massive Eternal Tome to protect them as they veer off to the right side, but will it last long enough to protect them from the Giga Bomb? No, loses a lot of balloons to that Giga Bomb, but he still has an army left. Sends in the last haste spell. There's one more in reserve as well as another freeze. I think he might have the 3 here. What do you think?
He's gonna have to move these balloons fast through here. There's the multi-target Inferno. Unfortunately, the balloons look like they're going down really quickly. He ended up cloning the dragon in the core and was not able to use the clone over on the balloons, unfortunately. And the Grand Warden is trying to help grab as much percentage as possible here. Has some minions in the bag to drop somewhere, but it doesn't look like he can reach anything since those Teslas in the Archer Tower can pick off anything else other than where he already has his cleanup at this point. But unfortunately, maybe it would have been a good idea to have an E-Dragon to get some beautiful chain value, but he decided to go in with that dragon to try to get some value through the core there. But with just about 20 seconds left in this raid, it's gonna be another 2-star for MCES in game number 2. They are down to Nova's 3-star, which is the first attack for Nova here in game 2.
His French friends showing a fearful facade. René falling behind, and with Nova's triple right in the first attack, that means that MCES is now in dire straits. Nova has the chance to pull ahead in an undefeatable lead if they can get another triple on the board here and now. They've got a solid chance of being able to pull it off, and with only kind of middling, 80% attacks from the MCES guys, if it comes down to that tiebreaker, Nova is still gonna be far ahead.
Yes, absolutely. Nova's looking really good right now with the percent because they did start it off with that triple. Now LP is going to try to answer the call and go back-to-back for Nova in game number 2. Coming in with the Queen charge. Lalo, Baby Dragon helps set a funnel on the bottom side. King on the top, finding the Tesla farm, which is very valuable. Watch out for a giant bomb. Hopefully he doesn't pop this King ability. Looks like he's going to have to, losing potentially some of these Barbarians. There he goes.
Oh, no.
The ground scout is going to slow him down a little bit more, but the Queen is stepping up. Hopefully she walks down south, but there is a jump spell to get the Queen into the core, but there's a Battle Blimp that's flying in as well.
Battle Blimp, an uncommon selection for siege machines here. LP's gonna send it straight toward that town hall. The balloons pop out and we'll get some additional damage over there. He really wants to finish off that multi-target Inferno, and he gets the job done. Those balloons aren't gonna last long with archers firing away at them, but he still has his Queen charging in, locked onto the Lava Hound. She finally takes him down and gets a poison on top to finish off those CC troops. The backside is where most of the action's gonna be coming in now. LP looking to get a big slap on that town hall. He's gonna get the job done with Lava Hounds and balloons. Where do you think he's gonna send him in from, the top left or the bottom left?
Well, he's gonna have to try to clear this depending on what sweepers are still left up on the board. It looks like we have the sweeper right there, so probably come in. I don't know if the Queen jumps up top. It looks like she's going down south. Should fly from the top side because the sweeper's not pointing up there. And there come the balloons and the Lava Hound. So hopefully the Queen, but unfortunately she doesn't have her ability anymore. It looks like she's about to go down, which is okay. Got the value, got the enemy Archer Queen, the clan castle, activated also the tornado trap right there, and that critical defensive building, the Eagle Artillery went down to the Queen there. And now he's flying around to the top side. He's got plenty of balloons here. It's gonna be a matter of, can he freeze the town hall? He does. He needs to pop this Grand Warden Eternal Tome over it to protect them, Woody.
Top corner might have been one of the last places I'd expect from the balloons to come in, but LP has got a plan in mind and is ready to claim that 3-star. He needs to knock down another air defense in the bottom compartment, but that's the only thing that stands between him and victory. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any more spells left, and these balloons don't have any coverage on top, so it looks like they're gonna start getting hammered away. They travel really slowly, and one by one are getting picked to death.
Yeah, we saw LP shaking his head right there, realizing that he was not able to finish his one off because he ran out of spells at this point. The queen going down really was banking on that queen staying alive through the core to be able to not only tank some of these defenses, but also help get a ton of value. And now he's looking to try to get as much percentage as possible because MCES got in the mid 80% range with their 2 attacks. Granted, Nova is in the lead right now with that 1 triple.
Balloons couldn't reach that air defense to finish it off, but they left a mark on it, just like Captain Ahab from Hell's Heart. I stab at thee. Finishes off 87%, and may grab that mortar as well. Nope. Just 2-star, 87%. Nova holding on to their lead with stars and with an impressive 3% bonus on top of the MCES standing.
Solid second attack by the Nova lineup here against MCES, and it seems like the round number 2 is a slightly different story to the first match we saw today.
Yeah, round 2 is coming down to Nova's favor at the moment, but ladies and gentlemen, we have the MVP so far in this whole grand finals, even this whole competition this weekend. Try hard, gonna try to get a perfect attack again. He's so far undefeated with 100% hit rate. Here we go, Woody. Let's take it away.
Tryhard could whip here and he would still be the MVP of this competition. It's so tough to get back to back to back to back to back. 5 3-stars in the World Finals. Now his team really needs him to put another one up on the board to tie it up against Nova. With 2 attacks down already for each team, it's starting to get to the last moment where MCES could remain in the fight.
Yes, MCES needed this 3-star right now to they make that comeback to answer the call, but Tryhard sending in the King with some Hog Riders to pull out this clan castle. The King's gonna get stalled up here because of the archers behind the wall, so maybe was looking for a little bit more value and a funneling from the King, but unfortunately, he has nowhere to go because of those archers. He's gonna get stuck on the wall. Now pulls out the Lava Hound as well. But this is gonna be a Sui. Still has yet to drop this queen, drops the poison there. He sees it's a Lava Hound, so he's gonna use the archer to push the Lava Hound all the way to a corner, maybe send this queen into this town hall area. It's gonna be curious. There is the archer all the way across the base. He has to take his time. He's got it at the top corner and over there at about 3 o'clock, so it can go from the top all the way to the side. It takes even longer for it to move around. But where is he gonna drop this queen? There it is. It looks like following this Ice Golem needs to grab this town hall to lock it up. Then we have Hogs.
The Ice Golem. She took a few shots, unnecessary damage there, but she will be able to survive long enough to take down that town hall. Pops her ability, and that's going to retarget all those defenses onto the Ice Golem. It's going to go down, but it's not really going to get too much value. I think the Queen is going to survive a bit longer as she's behind some of these Hog Riders, but finished off by Expos. Here we go. Some cheers from the French members of the audience as they're feeling pretty good about stage 1 of the attack. Stage 2 is now underway. Rage up those Hog Riders as they make their way through the base, tearing into this Eagle Artillery. We got a Stone Slammer in the top corner, but it goes down really quick on the outside, drops a few more Hog Riders to get back into the action.
I don't see anything in the core to help take out that enemy queen there. He's just gonna try to have the Hogs move right past her. He's got the heals all the way around the space, has another heal spell to drop, but it looks like the Hogs that were on the bottom side got picked off really quickly, and the Teslas are picking them off one by one, and unfortunately the Lava Hound did end up popping there, so now he has all the pups that are hitting him, and it doesn't look like this one is gonna end up getting it for MCES, and this is gonna be the first fail for Tryhard, but still, he's having an unbelievable performance so far in this competition, but it doesn't look like this one's gonna pull it through for MCES.
Those Hogs have torn up that base with 74% overall damage, but that crucial chunk of defense is in the bottom right compartment under the watchful eye of the Archer Queen. They'll stay standing.
Looks like it's gonna be about a 76%. 2-star has a few more archers and a wizard there, and there it is, wraps it up at a 76% too for Tryhard, but still an unbelievable performance so far here this weekend, helping MCES have a shot at the World Championship, the Grand Finals, to win it all.
Nova breathes a sigh of relief as the heavy hitter from MCES falls short. Their lead will be maintained and perhaps pushed ahead by XC. He picked up a 2-star, 83% with Dragons in the last war, and he has 3-starred on stage before. Can he do it again? If we get a 3-star here from XC, it might be nearly impossible for MCES to catch up.
Yeah, it's going to come down to if they're able to go for the risky plays, because it is just a single games you have to win. So MCES can take the risk that they know they need the 3 stars or nothing. But the balloons are coming in with a town hall here on the complete outside of this base here, which is about that 1 layer of wall protecting it. Now the Queen's gonna have to get through these archers. Looks like there also might be a lava hound, which does not come out of the clan castle if you just use air troops to lure it. Using the king to send a funnel over here to help get this Queen to the core, but he's gonna have to find something to help get that multi-target inferno because the Queen can't reach that.
Yeah, she doesn't have any way to crack through those walls either. No wall breakers, jumps, or earthquakes on XD's side. It looks like he is going to hold on to the Stone Slammer a bit longer to support the aerial attack on the back end. It's going to be difficult to reach that Archer Queen, but fortunately for XD, he's brought an army that can deal with the Archer Queen. The Electro Dragons deal a ton of damage, and especially if they're able to chain lightning onto her, she might not be too much of a problem for this raid. He's brought 4 rage spells, crucial to add on to those really slow-moving dragons to keep them on target. You see both of the Watchers right on either shoulder for XC, keeping an eye on the game to make sure that he's using every single spell in the exact right time.
He's got the Stone Slammer coming in to take out that multi-target Inferno to help protect these healers here. The Grand Warden's flying in, but unfortunately, these E-Dragons are going all the way to the outside of the base. Queen still has her ability, so he can keep an eye on that. But freezing the enemy Queen in the core, these E-Dragons are not going to get the value through the core there because they're all on the outside. Finds the Tesla farm over there by the Eagle Artillery. Can he get some chain value there? Queen burns her ability, has 1 more freeze, and no more rage, it looks like, other than the core right there in that E-Dragon, sending some balloons to pick off these Teslas. If this Queen can stay up, if this E-Dragon can get some nice chain value, this has the potential. We're going to have to keep our eye on this one, Woody.
We sure will. Take a look at those Electro Dragons along the bottom side, doing their best to grab a few more percentage. We're passing that 70% point now, but yeah, CarbonFin, that's got to be a yikes for me. Getting those Electro Dragons so far on the outer edge of this map certainly was a mistake, not what QC or XC had intended. And so it looks like from this vantage, we're going to see a 2-star, maybe in the high 90s on the back of this Archer Queen in the bottom, cleaning up a few more of these structures along the outside.
This is definitely going to help with Nova's percentage game. Not only do they have the star advantage with the 1 3-star in game 2, they also have the highest percentage attacks right now, finishing it off with a 92% 2-star in that raid.
Percentage on point, but still only 1 triple so far in game number 2. So MCS has all the chances to have a comeback and grab the big win here to become world champion. But it seems like Nova, they found the gate.
They sure have. With 3 attacks on the board for each team, we now are going into the downhill stretch. Irium is the guy with for MCES to go up next. Irium picked up a 2-star 70% with Laloon in the previous war, so he really needs to step up the pressure now if they're going to be able to pull back against Nova Esports. These Nova bases have been really tough, especially the second time around. I've noticed a lot, like you mentioned, of those dragons in CCs switching out now for lava hounds instead. It seems like they've recognized that that's really what's slowing down these queen charges that MCES teams are that the MCES team is so good at.
Yeah, Irium's deciding to come in with a Queen charge Hog Attack. It looks like the Queen's gonna try to charge into this multi-target Inferno, pulls a Seeking Air Mine. Unfortunately, didn't drop that balloon in time, but that multi-target Inferno does go down, but at least protects the healers once more through the second Seeking Air Mine. Man, they were thinking about potentially a charge from that area. That's why they put a bunch of those traps there, but now the Queen had to burn her ability. And I don't know if this Queen's going the right way here. And the Stone Slammer got picked off really fast, drops the rage for the Queen. And where is she gonna walk, take out this Expo here, and maybe walk for it? Actually, she's going for the wall right there, Woody. And then can reach that Eagle Artillery once she goes through, but no more ability, and they just drop a rage. I don't know if she's gonna be able to survive this firepower.
Faster for MCES. Irium hoping to take out that enemy Eagle Artillery, but he's already popped the Queen ability and has no more spells to support that Archer Queen. Lost 1 of his healers to that Archer Tower, lost 2 more to Seeking Air Mines, and Nova have got to feel very confident about their position right now. Arium struggling to get that early stab, but it wasn't a complete waste. He did take out a big chunk of that top side, got the CC pull, and finished off the enemy Archer Queen. That's a really crucial target, especially when you're playing a troop that doesn't target enemy troops like the Hog Riders don't. He's got 3 heal spells for them and 1 rage. Those heals are really especially important because those Hogs don't have a whole lot of hit points. If they encounter 1 or, God forbid, 2 giant bombs at the same time, they can go down super quick.
The big problem here is that Balloon is still up in the raid, meaning that it will be able to take these Hogs down with ease if the Hogs get slowed down on any high HP defenses. But the Hogs are moving through, dropping the heals, got that 2-star at this point. But MCES is down not only by percentage, but also by the overall stars due to the triple. And now the Hogs are trying to move through. The Queen went down so early in the raid. Unfortunately, he had to change it and adapt that on the fly. But unfortunately, Arium's not going to be able to convert this one for a 3-star. So it's going to come down to these final attacks. Can Nova get another 3-star to try to lock it up and have it and win game number 2 to force that game 3 here?
It's just like, these are a real head scratcher, and it seems like Arium agrees with me now. Wasn't able to take out the CC early on, and that's gonna lead to the death of way too many Hog Riders. Arium with the 2-star reaches that 79%, but that leaves only 1 attacker left for the MCES squad. Cynthia has got to be the guy to make this 3-star happen.
79%, 2-star from Arium. Really great effort right there. But now the next attack from Nova can be the one that helps secure the victory for game 2. And it is Juan. He loves to come in with the E-Dragons. Gonna be interesting to see if he's gonna decide to do that here in game number 2 of the grand finals. He has LP spotting him over his shoulder there to make sure he uses every ability and does the plan perfectly. But can he do it here, Woody? Do you believe in him?
I believe that Juan can do it. A 3-star here is going to be enough for Nova to walk over MCES. It won't be possible for them to catch up unless there's some spectacular 1-star fail from their 5th and final attack. Let's see what Juan is planning here now. He's got 19 balloons and 2 lava hounds, so it's gonna be that primarily air-based attack. He's gonna hope to take down that enemy air defense, Archer Queen, maybe even one of these multi-target Infernos before he makes his way into that Eagle artillery compartment. He's taking a lot of damage in his Archer Queen, though. He pops the ability just in time to save her.
Unfortunately, there was a small bomb there that took out the wall breakers as they were approaching, so he has to drop that jump spell. Was loving to have the Queen walk down and open into that compartment and then maybe jump towards that tower on the back end, but he's gonna have to adapt on the fly here. The healers were getting hit by that multi-target Inferno. The King set a beautiful funnel here, and now what is he gonna have to do? The Queen's going up top. But these healers were going down pretty quickly, still alive here, can still grab this Eagle artillery, but no, the Queen goes down there, Woody, so now he's going to have to change the attack.
Shock and terror from Juan, the key target of that attack. Did take out the enemy Archer Queen, but the Eagle artillery still standing means she didn't get the full job done. What is with these bases that make them so hard to crack? We saw triples back-to-back on the semifinals, and now it seems like Nova and MCES are both faltering on offense.
Not only is it one of the toughest bases to attack, but also the pressure, being on the live stage, knowing what's at stake here. The first ever Clash of Clans World Championship on the line for either MCES or Nova. So to me, that would be getting tormented. Now he pops his Grand War Turtle Tome a little early. Can he protect to get these balloons for the Town Hall? Secures that, but a lot of the balloons take a huge amount of damage, and he's gonna try to help get through this, but the percentage is not looking too good here.
This might be the saving grace for MCES. If they can pull off a triple in the next war, there's a slight chance that they can get the tiebreaker in their favor. They've got to get some really high percentage hits and hope that Nova's 5th and final attack don't go off with the 3-star. We're looking at the last moments here of Juan's hit, and it looks like it's gonna be a really low 2-star, 62%. Concern from the Nova audience members as the coaches watch on and try to recoup and figure out what they can do next.
It seems like the $1 million prize pool put some pressure on both of our teams, and Juan wanted to be the final nail in the coffin. of MCS, but instead, he pushed open the door. Let's see what they can do with it.
Cinti, the closer, coming in for MCS, just down by under 3% here overall. So he needs to get this triple to give MCS a chance, and then hoping for a good defense against their bases. But here comes Cinti. What is he deciding to go in with? It looks like his favorite attack strategy, the one that helped push him here to the World Championship. It is the Sui Mass Hogs.
The lead for Nova in this round is definitely not as strong as the lead that MCES had in last round, but still, MCES has a chance to win it here if Cinti can triple. Those Mass Hogs are devastating against a base that has had its multi-target Infernos neutralized, and that's going to be Cinti's key target with these heroes early on. He hasn't brought any of his healers to this raid, so he's actually just going to try to get as much damage along the exterior of this base. Unfortunately for him, though, he could not take out that enemy Barbarian King, and so he's got to find another way to finish that off. Otherwise, it's going to be swinging away at these Hogs all day long.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to open this wall, which he does, and now the Queen's going to step up with that enemy Barbarian King and some Skellies, going to slow this Queen down quite a bit. Maybe he's trying to get this Town Hall, but there's so much to get through. Unfortunately, that's going to be really difficult, Woody.
I am perplexed right now, CarbonFin. I'm not sure how Cinti's going to be able to pull this off. Now, he did bring one skeleton spell, so that's going to come in handy when he engages the enemy Archer Queen. But, oh no, having to pop that Queen ability early and barely surviving there. He doesn't take down the Town Hall, and it's so close. Gasps and fear from the supporters of MCES in the audience as they recognize that the key target is still standing. Juan's base has just by a sliver held on to that Town Hall, and Cynthia's got to readapt his entire strategy now. If you can't get at least a 2-star, what are you even, doing in this attack?
I don't know. At that point, the Town Hall doesn't go down. That's exactly what he needed, but Nova with that defense, hopefully trying to stop Cinti from charging in. The Hogs are coming in. You saw the pause from Cinti to try to think everything over here. He drops the heal leading into this Town Hall. He knows it's going to go down from like one hit of the Hogs. Down it goes. Pops his Grand Warrior Tome, but it doesn't get all the Hogs near it, and now he's moving through here. The Lava Hound is not going to do much, but the Queen, let's see if the Skellies can help take her down, but he had to adapt, and now he's only got about 45 seconds left in the raid here, Woody.
Consistent strength from MCES in round 1, but round 2 sees them falter as offense has just been unable to pierce into the root of these bases. Hog Riders are still going to get a heavy swing, reaching that 2-star point now. Overall damage is stacking up, but Nova's bar has been set really low. They'll be able to pick up a win with just a 2-star following up on this hit from Cinti.
Yeah, and has some cleanup troops here. I think is that an Archer on the outside, finally trying to grab as much percentage at this point, but he's trying to reach into the 60% range. This Lava Hound's gonna fly over just these 2 buildings left with 5 seconds in the raid. That Town Hall not going down, unfortunately, really had to change the plan and finishes there with a 59% 2-star for Cinti.
We've said it before, and it's worth mentioning again, that when you recognize you're down in a war that is this close, you have to go for those really risky 3-star attempts. That's clearly what was on Cinti's mind here. Just barely putting a little bit too little pressure over on that right corner to not be able to finish the Barbarian King off with the first swing, and then not being able to finish off the Town Hall with the second shot.
Now we have Way of Nova, the captain, the leader, gonna look to come in and close this one out in game 2 to force a game 3 here in the grand finals. Way deciding to come in with the Queen Charge Lala, one of his favorite attack strategies, using the King to set this funnel on the right side with the Wall Wrecker charging in all by itself. Hopefully maybe here comes the Queen, sets the funnel on the top side, and now he's moving his way into this multi-target Inferno, but has yet to drop the healers. The balloon hopefully can pull a potential Seeking Airmine to protect the healers as he's charging in here. And there he goes. Wow, look at that. Pulls 2 Seeking Airmines right there with the balloons coming out of the Wall Wrecker, Woody.
Yowza. Way has got a lot of support to back up this Archer Queen. Ice Golem's charging out in front. He should be able to engage the enemy Archer Queen. It doesn't look like she's frozen, but oh no, now she's dead.
She was taken out right there with the wall breakers coming in, opening up the compartment. Hopefully the queen doesn't walk on the outside. Should still be able to go to the core here, but now she's gonna get stalled up on the enemy Lava Hound. And still has a poison, gonna be using it once the Hound pops for the Lava Pups, and maybe drop a minion to help when at the back end when they are locking onto the healers. And he does actually still have a jump spell to try to control and get the queen to go towards that Eagle Artillery.
Cracks into that clan castle and finishes off those troops now. Still has a very healthy archer queen, as you noted there. CarbonFin really wants to finish off that Eagle Artillery there, and the jump spell should give her just enough of an oomph to bop over that wall and get the job done. Look, he's also going to have easy access to those 2 air sweepers, really crucial targets, especially when you're using really slow-moving aerial troops like those balloons to get the finishing blow here. I'm just not quite sure where this queen's going to go afterwards. Do you think she'll veer down to the right or maybe over to the left?
She's going to go through the core here. This is looking really good, Woody, with a ton of balloons and a queen staying up in the whole raid here with another rage, some freezes, and some haste. Doesn't even have to pop the Grand Warden Tunnel, but this Town Hall has to activate at 51%. Otherwise, he's gonna pass right on over it. This is gonna be close. 50%, one more. No, he does. They go back for it. Luckily, just in case. And now he also grabbed that Lava Hound as it's tanky to the bottom side. Look at this, Woody. This is looking like an overwhelming 3-star 4-way of Nova.
With the 2 stars in the book, Nova's gonna be sending it to a tiebreaker round 3, but can they add insult to injury by picking up a 3rd star on this base? That would give them the 12-10 advantage over in CES and really send a strong message as we go into our tiebreaker match. They're getting awfully close, but time is running out, CarbonFin.
Time is just going down so fast right here. Unfortunately, there was no cleanup down there where the balloons were flying. He's just about 6 seconds left in the raid, and looking like it might be close to about a 96% here, and finishing it off at a 97 4-way of Nova.
We will be going into a 3rd match here in the Grand Final, the first ever Clash of Clans World Championship, and none of the teams is willing to give up here. They all want the trophy, they all want the prize pool, and both teams deserve to get into that 3rd match. And I have to really say, praise the Prophet Baby Dragon. It was right.
Can you ask it again? What's going to happen in match number 3?
Let me quickly, wait.
Oh. Oh. It doesn't look like it's moving its mouth, but I'm sure you can hear it.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. I think it's what he said is a bit too risky even for me to say. So I'll just wait and see, right?
He's going to defer on this one. Well, I wonder if Judo Sloth has got a prediction. I guess we'll hear from him soon.
Yeah.
I'm definitely sure. Normally he always has an opinion, right? That's what we're here for. But a 2nd match sent us into a 3rd, a tiebreaker. Before we do that, as once again, Frankie at the sideline.
Thank you, René. I can actually read Baby Dragon body language, and Baby Dragon, I have to disagree with you, quite honest. But right now, I'm joined again by Darren Bollock, who is the community manager for Clash of Clans. And I want to ask you about the community response to this whole competition, because you've been going since March. Obviously, the community inspired it. But what have they been telling you guys?
Before we get into that, I want to send from the Clash team a major congratulations to all the teams that have been competing at these World Finals, and especially to Nova and MCES for putting on an amazing show this weekend. Now, the response from the community has been overwhelmingly positive, from our live streams to our social media to just seeing the community response on our various platforms of communication. It's been overwhelmingly positive.
Well, I have a feeling the community would like to see more. They want another World Championship. What can you tell us about next year for this game?
As we said, like, a lot of this is community driven. So based on the amount of enthusiasm we've seen, we're strategizing how we want to go forward in the following year, what improvements we can make, and how we can make this event much more exciting for years to come.
So that sounds like it's coming back.
We're certainly hoping so.
Okay, I'm going to take that as a 75%. No, I'm taking it as a 3-star. Yes, right, let's head over to Judo, because I know that he's got another attack to break down.
I certainly do. Nova doing what they had to there, forcing the third matchup. Yuzi got the 3-star and they held it out. It was beautifully done, using the king initially to force the queen up over. Knows that he can get good value by taking out the barbarian king down to the bottom as well. And if you are using a queen charge in order to set up your attack for that first phase, you've got to send her in the right direction as it is. Nice use of the Hog Riders to try and force the queen in towards the town hall. You'll see though how it didn't quite work out, but again kept his cool. Now we've seen this from Nova yesterday, beautiful use of the balloons to come straight onto the multi, utilizing the rage which was already in place for the healers, and that is a pure masterclass by them. But the queen has walked on the outside. Now, in order to force her back into the town hall, has to take out buildings over to the other side. Does that very nicely with the baby dragon and the balloon. Remember, the archer queen will attack any building, the closest one to her, but since he's done that successfully, she will be drove back into the town hall. Now, in terms of setting up the Hog Rider attack, he now has fantastic pathing, narrowed the base to just about 50% of it, where now the hogs can be charged down here. Normally, you would try and hit the Eagle artillery early on, but if we can continue the queen coming down as well, they can be used together. Now, sending the Hog Riders in at the top also means that the archer queen gets into the center and takes out them very dangerous clan castle troops. The archer queen gets onto the expos as well, and we also have the stone slammer down to this side, which tries to force the Hog Riders into that area we talked about, where the eagle is, has to commit the heal spell to them because there's wizard towers there as well, and it was a scary moment for Nova. The far end multi was left vulnerable. Everyone was going crazy, but they did manage to get it. And you have to say that now they have the momentum moving forward. In my view, it's really for Nova to try and close out. So that is my guess, but I cannot wait to get into it. Let's hand you back across to the guys at the desk.
The momentum shift, always a very important topic, especially here in the grand finale when you had that comeback in the second round.
Yes, MCS and Nova now going to a final game 3. Winner or take all here. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen.
$1 million prize pool will finally be divvied up, and we'll have our $250,000 given to first place. Second place will go home with a proud finalist finish. But let's take a quick look at the board right now and figure out where these teams stand, which players you can expect to 3-star in this next war.
We have Tryhard leading up at 17 stars at a 96% average, and then way over there on Nova with 16. Unbelievable performance so far from both of these players, and these two clans showing exactly why they deserve to be here on the final stage.
Both teams deserve it, and guys, this is it. This is the last match we will have, the last attacks we'll have in the entire Clash of Clans World Championship 2019. So I hope everyone is aware of about to witnessing history here live in the Barclaycard Arena, because it is Game 3 of the grand finale.
Here is game number 3. Nova making a comeback, winning game 2 to force this final winner take all versus MCES. Ladies and gentlemen, get out of your chairs to root on for your favorite. Here it goes. Who is gonna win the first ever Clash of Clans World Championship?
The first attacker for Nova Esports in this tiebreaker round will be UZP. Fresh off a 2-star 91%, followed up with a 3-star strike, this Queen Charge Hog Rider Master is looking to start things off strong for this Nova team. He's
is looking to come in with the queen charge. Hog Riders here, dropping the king up on the top side. Nova is attacking first here, meaning MCES will have the final attack if it comes down to that. I wonder if that's going to play a huge role in the award here to determine who's going to win it all, Woody.
He's so skilled with this one strategy and uses it nearly every time, and it works almost every time. UZP makes it look easy as pie. Here we go with the charge from the top. Only drops one healer, maybe checking for some air mines on the backside. Takes down those air skellies, and they will start to make their way toward that town hall. First star will be easy to grab for UZP. Pulls out a few more troops from that clan castle, and will have lots of range to clear them out before moving in to the key defense.
Now the queen is going to be working on this clan castle, drops the poison on the lava hound and the archers. Hopefully the poison will be able to last through the pups that come out. Maybe let's look to see what he's going to drop. If he's going to help clear them, the queen might just take it the whole time. And then we have just under 2 minutes. There is the topside archer to help that queen there. Let's keep our eye on where this queen's gonna go. These healers look to be maybe in range of this town hall. I don't know if she's gonna get there. There's some wall breakers. Are they gonna open this wall in time? The town hall activates and the wall does actually open. He's gonna open the next compartment here too. This is looking pretty good, Woody, if he can charge here and keep this queen alive.
He'll be able to get the queen onto the enemy Eagle artillery if he can keep her going over on the left side, but he spent so many spells to get her active. Now that enemy Eagle artillery and the archer queen are going to be within her sights, but he's going to choose to deploy the hogs a bit earlier. Doesn't want to run out of time. He's already spent half of his time on this attack in stage 1. He needs these hogs to go at lightning speed to wreck the rest of this base. 50% 2-star is good, but 3 stars is what he's after.
Look at that queen under the rage, going to be able to take out the backside multi-target Inferno. Grand Wardens follow these hogs through. They're going to be able to heal through this multi-target Inferno here. Still has another heal and that free spell. Look at this. The queen is on the outside. This is looking really good for Nova to kick off game number 3 in the grand finals. What do you hear?
Nova Esports! UZP pumps his fist, confident that 3 stars are in his sights. They're going to be cashing in on their first strike, and UZP is going home happy. Whatever happens with the rest of this battle, remember that UZP started off right for Nova.
What a way to kick it off. They started off at a 3-star right there with the queen charge. Hog Riders, what a pressure hit. He comes through in the clutch.
Momentum swings back to MCES. Not happy with a 3-star hit to start things off, but they've got a few tricks still left up their sleeves. We'll take one quick look at the replay as we see an archer queen boosted to maximum capacity, tearing through the enemy archer queen and a multi-target Inferno on the backside. Super high value for UZP and an expertly designed attack.
Able to take that one down. That was against Senti's base 2, which is the closer of MCS. Now we have the lead-off attacker, Hugo Stiglitz, at a 93% average destruction, and he knows this is the last attack here in the Clash of Clans World Championship for him. If he's going to be able to help MCS answer the call, it's the moment, and it has to be this attack right here, right now, Woody.
No fright from the Frenchman. Hugo Stiglitz attacks quick off the bat right on this corner side. He's going to try to take down this town hall early on to give that Laloon assault on the back end a bit more clearance to not have to worry so much about that town hall with the first star already claimed. He's got 19 balloons, holding on to those 5 healers a bit longer to try to see if he can grab Seeking Air Mine and keep them under protection, but looks like it's not going to be necessary this time, Carbon.
Looks like the queen's going to be walking towards the bottom side here. Maybe she might loop into the town hall. I'm not going to be see. Oh no, let's see, these wall breakers has to drop this rage to open up this compartment. The spray trap! Oh no, does not open the compartment. Now the queen's going to go over to the right, and she's going to be able to help grab that town hall, but he wanted the queen to go left and maybe go for that multi-target Inferno. He's going to have to adapt on the fly, has to drop potentially some balloons for the multi once it locks onto these healers to keep the queen alive and going through the core here, Woody.
These healers are not happy about their queen passing off into the wrong direction here. Wall Breaker's not gonna give her the in that she was looking for. Still though, he's getting some decent value off of her quick strike onto the Town Hall. She'll try to make her way into the interior of this base, but with that multi-target Inferno firing away at those healers, they're gonna be in a tight spot.
Looks like he was able to freeze that multi and get the wall break in. Is the queen gonna loop in? Yes, the queen's coming back around. What a beautiful adjustment here on the fly, keeping these healers alive. And now it's not looking too bad with the queen going to the core, still has her royal cloak. He's gonna have to fly these balloons around because there's only about a minute and 10 seconds left in the raid here, Woody.
Hugo Stiglitz is huge and sticking it to UZP. Sends in the Lava Hound to protect these balloons. Haste them up on the backside, and that Grand Warden is looking ready to pop that ability at any moment. The big ol' Stone Slammer swoops in as well, giving additional coverage and massive damage for this attack. That enemy Archer Queen is dealing a ton of damage to this raid, though. Or, hold on, is that the attacking Archer Queen?
No,
that's the enemy.
His queen just took out the enemy Archer Queen right here. Barely kind of traded blows right there. The queen goes down, but now he's gonna fly through here with the Stone Slam on the top side. These healers are coming around to actually cross tank for this Stone Slammer with 29 seconds left. Can he finish this one off? We still have the King platform, drops a minion there. Perfectly timed to help take that down, but no more spells.
Look at the Hog Rider.
Look, he's going in.
Little Hog Rider's coming in to help as well, but that multi-target Inferno is burning up fast. 10 seconds left, 4% left to deal.
Oh, can he
Last
get this?
building gets going
Last
down.
building.
5,
It's gonna be
4,
close.
3,
Wow.
1.
What an attack.
100% 3-star.
Burn villagers on both sides prove the skill both teams bring to our big stage here at the World Championship as we start off with 2 triples in our very last match on the way to becoming and crowning a world champion.
Unbelievable. Hugo was able to adapt on the fly, started this lava. Let's keep our eye on this Grand Warden. He pops the ability and clips this queen right here to protect her. Look at that. Queen staying alive through this Grand Warden ability, be able to take out the enemy queen on the back end. They traded blows. They both went down, and Hugo stepped up and got it done in the moment when he needed it.
They got knocked down, but they're back up again. It's back to the Nova side of the map where L Period will have his chance in the ring. This P.E.K.K.A. Smash expert has got 2 2-star hits so far in this finale and wants to close it out with his first triple.
LP is looking to come in with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash. They've been doing a lot of Grand Warden walks all day, and it looks like they're doing it again right now. Let's keep our eye on this. Grand Warden has to take out that multi-target Inferno that you see is closest to him before he drops any of the P.E.K.K.As or boulders, because he needs to set this funnel properly. Then we have the Wizard being dropped right near him, a balloon to test for some Seeking Air Mines, and this is going to come down to patience. If this Grand Warden can make its way in, might need a rage spell for this area, then he can loop around towards this Town Hall and then make his way to the core near that Eagle Artillery.
We never saw very many P.E.K.K.A. Smash into Hog Rider hybrid attacks during the qualifiers, but it's become one of the more popular strategies at the Clash of Clans World Championship. It's that sort of innovation which has earned 3-star strikes for many of these top teams and could give LP once again the lead for Nova.
He is keeping his eye on it, does drop this rage spell to speed up this Grand Warden through this section to help take out the cannon, and then there is the multi-target Inferno. I don't know, he's not going to it right now. He's dropping the P.E.K.K.As and the bowlers, but these healers are getting hit. Can he adapt on the fly, maybe try to use a rage to grab it? But he has to keep these healers alive, and he won't have the healing through the back end here. But unfortunately, now the Grand Warden will not go for it because he's gonna act as a support hero and a support unit moving in. He has to pop the Grand Warden. Jump through the Town Hall. There's the jump. Can he make it to the back end here, Woody?
Those healers are feeling the heat. Not only an Inferno Tower, but an air bomb goes off right on top of them. Double Seeking Air Mines Pyromaniacs have taken out 2 more of them, and it looks like this ground-based push is facing quite a bit of difficulty. 2 more multi-target Infernos on the backside of the base, and then a massive Tesla farm pops up on the right side. LP facing a lot of difficulty, but he's not done yet. Sends in the Stone Slayer to deal with the Tesla farm, and it still has that last heal spell to try to keep these Hogs going.
He has Hogs coming out of the Stone Slammer. Hogs are coming from the left side, meeting up. He does have that 1 more heal spell, like you mentioned, dropping it right there near the Wizard Tower. There is that top side multi that we were talking about. The Grand Warden was supposed to pick it off, but I don't think he's gonna have enough space to make it through these final defenses here. This Queen is still up with about 38 seconds left. Hang on.
Count these P.E.K.K.A.s out,
Wait,
though.
there are P.E.K.K.A.s. I didn't see these P.E.K.K.A.s that are still in the raid here. 32 seconds. Does he have the cleanup? Can he get this one, Woody?
I don't want to count him out just yet. He's also got a couple of balloons to add over onto the top left corner, but that multi-target Inferno deals a ton of damage really fast.
Multi.
It's locking onto all the balloons and the Hog Riders now. That's a ton of traps. The multi stands. Cleanup is not going to be possible with so many layers of walls to get through, and these P.E.K.K.A.s are going to get a super high percentage 2-star, but a couple of buildings will still stand. Tryhard's defenses have been cracked, but they didn't crumble.
It was that multi-target Inferno that was supposed to go down in the beginning to the Grand Warden, which unfortunately did not happen, and we saw right there was the reason why it stopped the attack from getting a 3-star. So unfortunate. Now it gives MCES a boost to come in with René hitting at a 98% destruction. Can he answer the call? What Hugo just did with the triple for MCES.
LP punctures that base and drops a punctuation mark, but it's the period, not an exclamation point. René is going to be coming in once again for MCES. He's got the chance to pull ahead now, but even a really super high percentage 2-star would not be enough to come over the top of Nova with that 97% we just saw from L period.
Yeah, the Queen wants to charge here, and as it looks like a Sui Lao doesn't have any healers. Maybe this Queen can grab this Town Hall, pop the ability before the Clan Castle comes out. He wants to poison that to slow it down. Get ready for the Queen ability. There it comes. Pops it. Hopefully these Skellies don't stop this Queen. The Town Hall should go down. It does perfectly right there. And hopefully the Queen does not pop this Hound. Shouldn't right there. Should stay alive. And it's looking pretty good here. He has to have something in the Stone Slammer to take care of the enemy Queen, because there's no skeleton in this composition.
This MCES Nova show match is gonna see one more repeat of the qualifier performance. We actually saw MCES and Nova face off in, I believe it was July, when MCES picked up a win off of Nova's 99% 2-star. They got 1 more star last time, and it might happen one more time here. We're really enjoying the show, but of course there's also a ton of mining on the line, and the title of World Champions. René is gonna be sending in a big old clone spell to support this Electro Dragon balloon strike into the core of this base, Carbon.
Look at that E-Drag killing the enemy Queen right there beautifully. Now he's flying around. He has some clone spells used actually on the balloons flying with this Grand Warden. This is looking really strong. Look at all these balloons popping. The Grand Warden, Eternal Tome. He's gonna have to move through this back end multi. He freezes the air defense, the multi-target Inferno. He has another freeze and haste in the back. Can he get through this? Ladies and gentlemen, René might be getting another 3-star for MCES.
When life gives you lemons, you make René turn him into a 3-star. The balloons are unstoppable. The biggest force and most leftover troops I think we've seen in almost any attack. High fives all around with plenty of time to clean up. MCES pulls ahead with 6 stars total.
Wow, now Nova's gonna have to answer the call. MCES going back-to-back triples. Hugo starting it off for MCES, and now René with the Electron. Beautiful job with plenty of time left, over 30 seconds, and that is going to give another 3-star to MCES.
MCES is back, and their eyes are locked onto the trophy and onto the World Championship title. But don't forget, on the Nova side, we still have the biggest hitter yet to come.
We certainly do. That's right. René, but let's take a look quick at that replay. The perfect timing on that Grand Warden Eternal Tome protects so many balloons soaring past the center of the base, knocking down these multi-targets and wizard towers like they were nothing to laugh about. These Tesla farms on the backside have been so difficult to crack through, but with an overwhelming force of balloons, Linade had it easy.
Now we have XC of Nova coming in. He has to answer the call. Can he do it? He came close in the previous match. I'm gonna see if he's gonna be able to do it for Nova. They need it in this situation because MCES got the 2 triples back to back. This is game number 3. Everything is on the line. Months of preparation, years of practice have come into this moment right here. This war, game 3, is the final one. It all comes down to these final attacks.
The fool knows more in his own house than the wise man in someone else's. So if you can't predict that, CC, make sure to bring troops that can knock down whatever is inside. Dragons are a fantastic way to do that, and XC has brought 7 of them to this raid, backing them up with 2 Electro Dragons and René's favorite, the Baby Dragon. If you need help on how to train your dragon, XC might be the guy to ask. Let's just see how he uses them in this fight.
He's using the Queen to Sui into this air defense and grab that multi-target Inferno. Beautiful wall breakers he used right there on the multi, but is the Queen gonna go in? Has to pop the Queen ability early. She does go in. I don't know if he needed that ability. That might have been an accident. He wanted to probably get this and help set this final, but does get the cannon right there, and here comes the Dragons on the top side, Woody.
Dragons spreading out on the top left, and Electro is going to chain lightning through the top right side of the base. This is a huge air attack, and it's going to get a lot of value as they pull the CC out and start to get that splash damage, knocking them down. XC makes it look sexy as he makes his way toward that Town Hall, about to get the first star, and the second to follow soon after, activates the Town Hall and uses that Eternal Tome to protect all the troops right on top of it. He's got 2 multi-target Infernos and 2 air defenses on the backside.
Dragons are flying through with the E-Dragons over on the right side. Drops the bats on the bottom side. What? Wizard Tower, they're coming in. Can they take it down? There's a second freeze. We have to keep our eye on that Wizard Tower on the down south, but he uses the Ice Golem. Can he distract it? Not in time. I don't know where it's going to be targeting, but these Dragons are flying in, taking down the bottom corner AD. If he can make it through this Eagle Artillery. Baby Dragon down on south, but this Wizard Tower here might take out these bats as they're flying through. We have a topside Wizard Tower. It's going to come down to time with a minute left. Does he have enough dragons? Oh my goodness, which way are they gonna target? This Archer Tower's locking onto him. Plus this Grand Warden, 1 more dragon left, and oh no, there's 2-point defenses. Archer Tower's left up in this raid here, Woody.
The last dragon goes down, and there's a lot of cleanup left to do. XC finds his way through the entire interior of this base, knocking down nearly every structure protected by walls. On the outside, though, all we have left is this Baby Dragon and Grand Warden to try to burp down the few remaining structures. It looks like we might be able to reach 90%, but not much more than that. You're right, CarbonFin, that the last Archer Tower is going to be the bane of this Grand Warden's existence. He'll stab it down real quick, but with time ticking away, Nova will still be a bit behind our French foes.
Yeah, the percentage is still really high, but with MCS 2 3-stars on the board, Nova needs to answer with one themselves, but a 91% 2-star there. We're actually right there, unbelievably. Unfortunately, not gonna get the 3, and he's definitely disappointed right there. He knows he needed to try to help Nova step up, but here we go. Try hard, looking to add another 3-star. He unfortunately was not able to get the 3-star in the previous war, game number 2, but can he get another one here that he's been doing all weekend in game 3?
He's picked up another 5 stars on the stage today to add to those he earned in the first 4 wars on the path to the grand finals. And now he wants to deliver the killing blow against Nova. 2 3-star hits from MCES and just 1 so far from Nova means that this match is MCES's to lose at this point. He's gonna send in the Baby Dragon along the bottom to get a bit of funneling done and use that Barbarian King P.E.K.K.A combo to take out some additional structures on the bottom left, giving that Archer Queen a perfect path into the interior of the base.
Now the King is gonna provide perfect tanking for this Queen, but hopefully she goes into the multi. Doesn't look like it. She's going up to the topside Tesla farm. Oh no, what is he gonna do? He's gonna have to adapt on the fly here. He still has the Stone Slammer, pops the Queen ability. Can she go for that air defense? She does, but the Teslas might stop her. And the Expos, no, the 80 stays up. So now he's gonna have to think about something else because that multi-target Inferno was supposed to go down from the Queen charging in. That Tesla, you have no idea where the traps are because these are fresh attacks, fresh bases that you don't know what to expect here.
That's exactly right, Carbon. Now, he didn't get that multi-target Inferno with the Archer Queen, but he does have a follow-up here using that Stone Slammer instead. He's gonna lose quite a bit of these balloons, but triggers the Tornado Trap, triggers some of those Teslas out on the back end. He doesn't really have to worry too much about like surprises at this point. He just has to worry about, oh, I don't know, an Eagle Artillery, multiple air defenses, a multi-target Inferno on the top and left side of the space. There's still a ton to get through, but at least there's no more surprises left now.
Wait a second, but the balloons are not going to this town hall here. Are they gonna go and skip the town hall? Oh no!
They over the town hall, and we might be seeing our first one-star hit in this war.
Oh no!
Exasperation from the French MVP, as it seems like 3 stars is not going to be possible. 2 stars is going to be too far to reach.
This is going to give Nova the perfect opportunity to come back. You would never have expected something like that. You would love to see something to at least lock up that 2-star town hall. But that gives Nova the chance that they were looking for. Look at them fist bumping right there. They are in shock. They did not expect MCS to get a 1-star in the grand finals.
The lucky man has nothing to worry about, but there's no luck this time for Tryhard descending into the depths of the cave of Montesino. He now faces his biggest fear. Just a 1-star hit from MCES means Nova has the perfect opportunity to turn it back around. They have both used 3 attacks though, and they'll be tied at 7-7 apiece. So with a relatively high percentage, MCES is still in it. But wow, what a way to throw away those first 2 triples. We've really got a ball game now, don't we, Carbon?
It could not be any closer right now because Nova does have the 3-star, and that brings it back down at a 69% too. And here, ladies and gentlemen, it's all tied up.
Tryhard, he had delivered so often here on the way to the World Championship Grand Finale, and now the big fail with the 1-star, something we didn't saw so far here on main stage, and it could be a critical one.
Take a look at the replay as those balloons intended for the town hall path over and beyond it. Sometimes you go above and beyond the Call of Duty, but this time it wasn't what Tryhard needed from those balloons. You need to get the 51% destruction or deal damage to the town hall in order to activate it and convince those defense targeting troops like balloons to go after it.
Not only was MCS up on the stars, but now they dipped below on percentage, so it is completely swung into Nova's favor at this point. Oh my goodness, if you thought MCS was running away with this, that's not the call because Nova is coming away, and can they answer with 1 attacking right here?
It might be the case. Let's see Juan as he goes in one last time. Picked up 2-star hits from his last 2 matches against MCES using P.E.K.K.A. Smash into Hogs and then the La Lune hit. Now he's going with mass E-Drags. Totally switching it up against Hugo Stiglitz now. Let's see how he starts things off. It's gonna be a queen charge from the top, but no healers to support her. Just gonna try to get, I don't know, maybe do you think he was aiming for the multi in the top? I'm not sure what this queen is gonna do.
He's just gonna try to set the funnel for these E-Dragons. Juan is one of the best E-Drag attackers in the game, and he's gonna try to get it done, have this Stone Slammer move up and grab that multi-target Inferno, go from the Wizard. Wait a second, is it not gonna go there? It's gonna leave the multi up. Out comes the Dragon. E-Drags are gonna go, poisoning the enemy Dragon here. Keep your eye on where they're going. It's gonna come down to the Chain Lightning and the value that he's gonna get. Town Hall is activated. Pops the Grand War Eternal Tome, locks up the star right there. But now we have to keep our eye on, can he push through the rest of this base and help Nova get even a greater advantage?
Air Sweeper in the interior is gonna start trying to push back, but Juan says, no way, Jose. He's got the free spell to shut it down, keep those E-Drags on target, chaining lightning throughout the entire interior. He's got 3 multi-target Infernos, check that, 2 multi-target Infernos, wait, check that, 1 multi-target Inferno left to worry about as he finishes off the key defenses here. He's got still one air defense up on the top side, but 3-star seems within his grasp, Carbon.
MCS definitely was looking really nervous right now. Can Nova keep the consistency and get the next 3-star? They're looking, they're smiling there. Has a handful of E-Dragons. Where are these balloons going to be going to? There is the Tesla over at 3 o'clock. They might split in different directions or just go to this Archer Tower. But if there's enough balloons to get through this Archer Tower, make their way to this air defense, only 2 more E-Drags in here, flying around. Does he have enough to get through this one, Woody?
He'll make it toward the air defense. A big old Seeking Air Mine comes out. The air defense goes down. The last drop from the balloon gets the job done. And those are 2 really healthy-looking E-Drags. I think they might have it in the bag.
Oh my goodness, this one's going to be really close. Can he get it with about 55 seconds left in the raid? The E-Drag doesn't have much health left. It needs to take out this multi-target Inferno. The Grand Warden, it's looking like a 3-star from 1.
Excitement from the Nova team, jumping up and down, knocking the pillow off their chair. They've done it. Juan picks up the 3-star and gives Nova a dominant lead.
Unbelievable. Juan steps up in the clutch in game number 3 to give them the advantage. And MCS is not only down by that triple, they're down by overall percentage. So MCS has to 3-star or hope for something to go completely wrong. But we're looking at Juan's attack that helped get this 3. The E-Drags went into the core. Stone Slammer gutting it, flying through here. And he had enough E-Drags to finish it off at the very back of the base. What a beautiful attack when everything mattered and it was all on the line here.
Persistence is key for Nova Esports, the team that made it to the qualifiers more than any other, but only just barely on the last chance was able to get their ticket to the World Finals. Having been down in the first matchup against MCES, they took round 2 and are poised to take round 3, but there's still 2 hits left. MCES got 2 triples to start this war, and they might sandwich it with 2 more on the back end.
Don't count MCES out just yet. They have Arium, one of the best attackers in the game, coming in with the Queen Charge Lalo. We need this for MCS if they're gonna help try to get closer to Nova. Queen's gonna be down. We're gonna try to maybe see some, we don't actually have any wall breakers. It's just gonna be a Sui Queen to get a ton of value here. And then the Stone Slammer, keep your eye on that clone spell, potentially to clone up the balloons and that E-Dragon to gut the core. He's flying in, drops his test balloon, finds a red air bomb. What he's looking for is the Seeking Air Mine. Drops the Stone Slammer. It is way faster. He finds it right there to let that Stone Slammer get a little bit longer and get a little bit more value through here.
Nova fans gaze across the stage, and when they see Arium, they are fearing him. We have got the Stone Slammer to drop that Eagle Artillery and a clone spell immediately afterwards to keep the pressure on. Loses a lot of those balloons to mines and getting them heated up by the multi-target Inferno, but still a nice stab at the top side of the space. Stage 1 of this attack has gone well for Arium. Will stage 2 follow up for the win?
He sent the balloons on the top side. He keeps freezing them. Are they going to be able to go back up to this multi-target Inferno? They're flying there. He's got balloons on the bottom side. Grand War is flying towards this town hall. He's got a ton of balloons on the left and the right. He's got to make his way towards it, pop this Grand War Eternal Tome to protect him, and then finish over on the back end. Woody, this one's going to be really close. There is the Rage. Keep your eye on this Grand War Eternal Tome. Can he make it through here?
He's not close enough to the balloons to give him that Eternal Tome. I don't know. He might lose some of them.
Oh, no!
Stands once again. What is happening? Another balloon makes it in.
No, he goes down
with the last. Finishes it off.
Whoa, just barely. The death of the balloon gives MCS just the breath they needed to hang in there. Wow, was that so close? But the percentage, they need to try to add as much percent at this point, and it's going to come down to Nova and their leader, the best attacker they got, Wei, is going to be looking to close it out. But Arium at an 89, going into the 90% hit right here. Oh my goodness, just the death of that balloon gives the MCS a breathing hope, because if that did not go down, it would have been a 1-star and devastating in game number 3.
Heart rate up to 1,000 here on the stage as MCS show some nerves here in the World Championship final. And now it's all over at Nova. They can take it here. They could become the first world champion.
Take another look at that trophy. We've got only 2 attacks left in this war before our world champions will be crowned. Once again, MCES came a hair's breadth away from getting another 1-star hot off of this lava balloon push. Still, that last little balloon made all the difference, and these last 2 attacks could very well make the difference as well.
Absolutely, it's coming down to the final attacks for Nova and MCES. Wei coming in with an average destruction of 92%. The leader, the captain, wants to close it out. A 3-star here gives Nova the championship, and they will be walking away the winners in the grand final here. But it's gonna come down if he can focus, and he cannot leave that town hall up, which we saw happen almost a second time for MCES, Woody.
A 3-star 100% and a 2-star 97% were Wei's last 2 attacks. Can he do it one last time? This is it. All the marbles on the table. Shove them all in. Nova's final hit could give them the victory they've sought for so many months. A back-to-back World Finals finish in Clash Royale and Clash of Clans 2019 would make Nova Esports the undeniably dominant presence.
Unfortunately, the wall breaks did not open up that wall, so now the healers are getting hit right here, and he has to freeze this multi-target Inferno again, and the Queen's going for the other wall, not even the wall that's been damaged, so he's gonna lose the push into here. I don't know, he's gonna have to pop the Queen ability to at least grab the enemy. Oh, wait a second. There's archers. This Lava Hound's gonna protect the Queen. I don't even know if he's gonna grab that enemy Queen there, Woody.
That Queen is very interested in denying Wei's assault on the base. Multi-target Inferno burning up the attack, and it's not looking too good for Wei in this first stage of his hit.
The Queen is under rage, was able to
She goes down! Wei's Queen falls, and Arium's defenses have held up. The 3-star will be super tough to pull off at this point.
Yeah, the Queen's down, but at least he was able to grab the enemy Queen there, so he doesn't have to worry about that firing on his troops. But at this point, he needs the balloons to fly in, help activate this town hall. He's not yet there. He's only at 40%. He needs to be at 51% for that to activate. He's flying through. He needs to either damage it. This is going to be close. The town hall is active. He freezes it. Get ready for the Grand Warrior Turtle Dome. The balloons are flying around here. The Stone Slammers making their way through. Get ready for the Grand Warrior Turtle Dome. Town hall's locked up. Here we go. Moving to the back end of this base here, Woody.
Even without a 3-star, it might be possible for Wei to pull far enough ahead that MCES cannot catch up on the percentage game. Even with the triple, Nova is trying to get every single building they possibly can, while MCES hopes beyond hope that they can keep standing. Air defense and multi-target Inferno in the backside are going to be good, but it might not be enough to deny them the 3-star.
Oh my goodness, look at this. The balloons are still moving to the back end. That 86% right there, they're all standing up. They're all cheering because they know the percentage is going to be in their favor. Even with that star advantage, they're going through in the 90%. Even though losing that Queen early in the raid, he was sweating, but he didn't. He was focused there to help finish that off. And look at that, Wei is smiling for Nova here in the grand finals.
It's all but said, in fact, that Nova Esports will become your Clash of Clans World Champions. We have 1 attack left from MCES, but it's impossible for them to catch up at this point. Nova are going home with the trophy and the big prize.
Unbelievable performance right there. That unfortunate 1-star from Tryhard really hit hard right there, because it could have come down to this last attack for Sinti to have a really good opportunity, but he's gonna still try to finish it off with a 3-star. Can he do it for MCES? They've come so far. They've trained so much for these moments here. Using the King now on the outside. He's gonna come in with his favorite attack strategy, the one he's best with, the Sui Mass Hogs.
It's a lot better to be able to say you lost on percentage than just to stars, and MCES as finalists in this first World Championship will be looking to continue the storyline as we proceed into the next year of competition. The best way to do that for Cynthia would be to put up another 3 on the board and stick it to those Nova foes.
He's looking to come in with the queen down here, wall breaking into this to grab that town hall. Ice Golem's leading the charge, but it's running all the way around. Oh no, out comes the clan castle with the lava hound, the balloon and the archers, and there's the expo that's hitting this queen. So he's gonna have to wait and be patient before the queen can grab that town hall. Doesn't even look like it's gonna happen. The queen's gonna have to burn ability through this lava hound when it pops. When it does pop it now, but that town hall is gonna stay up. There's no way this queen can get there. She's probably gonna hit it and actually activate it right there maybe.
Demoralization and destruction of his troops. Cynthia unable to knock down the town hall seems to be a consistent problem for the MCES team. They'll be able to follow up with 41 Hog Riders to hammer their way through this base, but the defenses are going to be nigh impenetrable. Look at that. We still have all 3 multi-target Infernos standing. The Eagle Artillery right next to that queen in the center of the base. It's going to be a super tough one for Cynthia to get what he's looking for.
Yeah, at this point, he's trying to maybe send some Hogs. He needs to get the percentage. Hogs are coming down south, and he's going to save onto that Stone Slammer and come for the Town Hall at the very end, because there's no other way for him to lock onto it in time with Hog Riders, since they just go from defense to defense. Ignore the Town Hall if it's not been damaged or if activated after percentage. Now the Queen's in the core, keeps dropping the heals. Let's see a Rage and a Skelly Spell in the core, maybe with a Grand Ward and Eternal Tome. There it is. Grand Ward pops his ability. Hogs are moving through. Let's keep an eye on the Stone Slammer. He's about to pass near 51%, but it's not there yet. They should switch targets. There it is. Moving to the Town Hall to help lock that up right there.
Knocks down the Town Hall for the 2nd star in this raid. Cynthia is going to not go home empty-handed, but with only 36 seconds left, we're very shortly approaching the end of this war, CarbonFin.
Woody, look at that. The Town Hall did end up taking out the Stone Slammer. The Hogs are going through. The Queen did not end up actually going down in the core, and Nova is looking on, smiling, and they know exactly what the result of this will be. Making a comeback. MCS wins game 1, and Nova forces a game 3 here and comes through when they need it the most.
MCES comes for wool, but they'll go home shorn with this 2-star in the last war. That's all said and done. Nova Esports are your Clash of Clans World Champions.
MCS falling apart. It was the comeback, a sweep, and now a World Championship title for the team of Nova, taking it here at the world stage.
Unbelievable performance from both of these clans here. They both deserve to be on this final stage, but some unfortunate mistakes in the final war. Game 3 for MCS was unfortunate and gave Nova the fighting chance to come back, and they took advantage when they needed it the most to help secure that title.
What a nail-biting final. We just witnessed the very first Clash of Clans World Championship with the best teams from all around the globe. And they showed us such precision, precise gameplay right here.
Back on stage, Nova Esports celebrating and preparing for their right to claim the trophy. $250,000 about to go into their pockets.
World
René?
Championship coming to an end. Over to Frankie.
Thank you so much, Wei. First of all, when you first opened Clash of Clans 5 years ago, did you ever imagine that you would one day be world champion?
5年前你第一次打无论我冲突，你想到会成为世界的冠军？
有想到。
Yes, I thought so.
So how does it feel right now with your fans out there, the community watching at home, knowing you're about to raise that trophy?
你们粉丝都在这里，也在看直播，感觉怎么样？
很感谢他们一直支持我们，谢谢。
I would like to thank them for cheering us up, for the support. Thank you very much.
You are such a strong team. How did you come back after losing that first series?
你们真的打很厉害，但是第一场你们还是输了，以后怎么反拍呢？
我们心态很好，相信自己的实力。
We were very confident and we knew that our abilities are enough to win.
And they absolutely were, Wave. And I just do want to come over to you, Juan, because there was quite an epic moment in that last series, the turning point, you could call it, for Nova, when you got that 3 stars. And it was like in that moment, you knew that prize was yours. Tell me what was going through your mind.
It was crazy because I wanted to do Queen all along, but LP said to me, please don't do that. And I changed the army in the last second, put fully drag, and we are here.
Well, congratulations. You are here indeed. In a moment, I'm going to send you over to raise the trophy. But right now, I need to welcome Ano, who is the game lead for Clash of Clans, to present the MVP award. Please welcome him to the stage, everyone. Ano, you have the privilege of announcing who has won this special MVP award, and who's it going to be?
The most valuable player of this tournament is Wei.
Congratulations to Nova. Gentlemen, the moment has arrived. I need to send you down those stairs towards the moment, the prize, what you have worked so hard for all these months. Ladies and gentlemen, it took 3 attempts at the qualifiers in Katowice for Nova to make it to this stage, but once they got here, they didn't waste a single moment. It is my honor to say thank you so much for all of you for being